And good evening, everybody, and welcome to an exciting matchup here in the DW Randomizer Tournament. We are in the preliminary stages of the bracket rounds of this summer's tournament. And tonight, we've got an exciting matchup between Aaron to You 2 and Arn Polly. Right now, in this best of three series, Aaron to You 2 leading 1-0. So if Aaron wins tonight, he will move on into the round of 16. Hi, everyone. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23, and joining me on the commentary, it's great to have you here again on DW Randomizer. It's Sinister Sama. Sinister, great to have you here tonight.
Pleasure to be back here. Right now, looking like we have a bit of a situation here. Aaron, all he needs is one more win. Arn Polly to get to the Sweet 16 will have to win 2 in a row, and it's not going to be easy.
Definitely not, Sinister. You know, none of these matches that you see here on paper is gonna be easy. You know, anything can happen in DW Randomizer. But yes, if Aaron does win tonight, the number 5 seed in the brackets will move on to either take on Chromaticalism or the defending Summer 2023 Dragon Warrior Randomizer champion, Big Slamoo.
Ooh, Slamoo's currently the current summer champ. It looks like he is definitely looking to get a little bit of taste of the two Pete's here. So right now, all points considering, we have a attack of 5. That's gonna be nasty, but good HP, good MP, good agility. So that defensive value, they're not gonna get instantly one-shotted unless they go to area 1, area 2, and immediately see some of our resident wolves, our magicians, sorcerers, and various other things. So things are going to get really, really interesting from here.
Most definitely, Sinister. And I think the thing that these runners might want to see here with such low strength is perhaps seeing those metal slimes, because you know the drill. Metal slimes with under 20 strength will not run away from you. So if we see those early metal slimes that they don't have anything nasty, you know, like DL2 breath or sleep or anything like that, then they may be a viable opportunity if we see them early enough. But knowing how this seed's going to roll, that's probably not going to happen. As we start with a Fairy Flute, that'll be helpful against golems if need be. A Fighter's Ring, which will gain us 2 additional attack power points, and the runners are going to put that on right away, I would imagine, and both runners do so indeed. And of course, 1 free magic key. So these runners, they're going to have to either find a cave that's going to have a free key, or they're going to have to find the town of Rimeldar.
Ooh, swamp out the rip, and
that is a lot of swamp, and immediately we find Sharlock on both sides, and an ambush on a wolf is going to take Arn Polly down the 2. This will be an intentional warp back. He'll try a different direction, but meanwhile, Aaron's going to get this red slime down to pick up his first 2 points.
Aaron on the board, an early Sharlock, and up skeletons here, and you are not running from that skeleton with your current agility.
You could, but yeah, it's unlikely. Another red slime chance here for Aaron. He needs 1 more HP to get the job done, and will do so. 1 more experience point will put him at level 2, and there is a lot of swampland going west here, so east might be the play here, Sinister, to start.
East is the play, but unfortunately, with not finding that area 0, Druid decides, I'm here for ya. Smacks him in the face, bring him back to town.
Now, Arn Polly just trying to see what is surrounding all of the swampland, and it's nothing but more swampland here. So yeah, right now it's just looking like you're gonna have to go east and just hope for the best, Sinister.
Yeah, you'll need at least a level or 2, and right now, and looks like, ooh, a Druid Lord. Yeah, that's not happening. So right,
be great if we had more strength, but yeah, at this juncture, no. Same with the Droll. Ooh, we have Wizards here as well, back attacked, and that'll send Arn Polly back to the castle here. So right now, these enemies in the zone, not the best for an early grind, Sinister.
Another red slime lucking out for Aaron. Aaron's gonna need 1 more HP to bring it on home, and that'll be our first level 2.
Yep, let's see what digits this level brings for Aaron. We have got 5, 1, 4, and outside, and heal more. Well, heal more is going to be nice once we have more MP. We do have 16. By the way, a little bit of bad news. Did you see that on our Poly side? Red slimes have baby breath.
Oh, you get the discounted breath when you're dealing with reds. So right now we a Warlock in the back end, So right now we're trying to figure out where's the safe.
Oh, we've got the fun police. And what's that badge number that we have tonight here there, Sinister?
Tonight's badge number, tonight's officer on duty is Officer 47415. Again, 47415 is currently on the prowl.
Yeah, this is not going to be pleasant for these runners. We could be in here for a nice long seat, so grab your popcorn, grab your favorite beverage. We might be here a while tonight, Sinister.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But this magician doesn't look all that dangerous. That's gonna be some quick points right there.
That'll be a nice 8 spot there for Aaron, as long as they don't have anything nasty. And so far, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case here. No heal more, no spells. We don't see any dragon breath, and takes it down. That's a big 8 points. It's going to put him 3 away from the next level. There's a crit for Arn Polly to take down the red slime to get his first 2 points.
I do like Aaron's play to stay close to home and use that heal more. And up, Arn Polly. There's a good crit. Another red slime, so Arn Polly's still gonna need a couple more red slimes. Meanwhile, Aaron's gonna get another wizard under his belt, get level 3 early.
Yeah, unfortunately, did roll maximum, but no matter, that crit's gonna help him out. Gonna get to level 3 with this, and roll for some good stats here. It's 1, 4, 1, 2. That tried to be a level. It looked like a level. It just wasn't a level.
That's what we call a stymied level.
Yeah, so Aaron is going to use the last heal more. So, at least we can get some 3 spots on here on the Magician. They have anywhere between 9 and 12 HP. You get 8 experience every time you take 1 down, as Arn Polly gets to level 2 with that takedown.
We'll be getting that heal more, but right now, money, good luck with that.
Yeah, we haven't even found any towns, let alone money to keep, because every time you take a death, you lose half the gold that is currently in your inventory. Uh-oh, we had found the fun police. There's the deputy.
Deputy is out to the south. The police is patrolling on the north.
Oh, this overworld is heavily guarded right off the bat here. Oh my goodness gracious. You were looking for chaos tonight. You found it here at DW Randomizer.
Oh, you found that and then some. And ooh, a magic drink. That's gonna be some points on the table.
Yeah, 10 to 13 HP you need. You'll get 12 experience points, which should be, and yes, it would be enough for the level for Aaron, as long as it doesn't have anything nasty. He's going to win this damage race. Of course, not to mention that he does have the heal mores in his back pocket.
Ooh, a low roll and a high roll from that magic drinky. Magic drinky, say how you doing? I ain't dead yet. I'm going to get you with a 5 and then hit you with a 4 right behind it.
Yep, but again, should have enough HP, plenty in the tank to take this down, and it is going to be level 4 for Aaron as Arn Polly takes the death to the wolf. Back to start he goes. 0, 3, 7, 2. So nothing on the attack power there, a few HP at least, but again, another underwhelming level, Sinister.
We're gonna have to start doing something. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that Star Wyvern's like, nope, I'm patrolling these lands too. I'm sending you back to the castle.
Pink dragons themselves say, hi, you want to play games? You want to come out to play? No, we're sending you home, courtesy of Star Wyvern Enterprise.
Right, indeed. There's a wolf again. Just don't have the attack power to really do much against this. I don't know if we've seen anything nasty that these wolves have yet. It doesn't look like it. Just not able to run away with that paltry 22 agility. But with a wolf, you need 25 to 33 HP worth of damage. They do give 40 experience points. So once we get enough of an attack power, they might become a viable grind later. But at this point, our attack power is just too low.
Attack power too low. Droll's not even. You can't even know. Oh.
Back attacked by a brick wall, and Aaron, now he could have used the flute there, but decided to run away and does get away with that 22 agility and is going to try to explore south of Sherlock, but runs into a poltergeist, which he's able to escape. Meanwhile, Arn Polly here in the desert, he's got a magic drakey to deal with, and he's got 1 heal more left to give.
Indeed. So right now, you're going to have to go west. Kima shows up, and no hit.
Yeah, Jakima, that's going to be a tough one, and yeah, going to run away. 12 to 16 HP you need. Their strength is 22. They give 20 experience points, but our top power, just too low, and that's a dead end.
So our progression is to the west.
Or is it? If it's to the west, look at all the swampland that's waiting for them. This might be the biggest patch of swampland on a standard seed I've ever seen. But this Star Wyvern, the ambush is going to send him back once again.
You wasn't around for that 2021 seed where swamp, and more swamp.
Yeah, I don't think I was doing commentary for that one. I was definitely, in the mix for doing commentary, but I'm pretty sure I was not in the booth for that one. But this one is right up there, folks.
Indeed. And
oh, Drakeys have heal more. That's no bueno. 4 to 5 HP, so you're going to have to one-shot it. Well, they have hurt as well, so luckily that hurt means it's a free kill there for Aaron. Going to pick up those 3 points. Next level is at 82 points, so a ways to go before we see any gains from either player who are currently sitting in the 40s for experience.
Actually, there are 1 experience point differential here, and right now it looks like Arn Polly and Aaron's gonna literally keep up the... Okay, so Arn Polly didn't need to use the heal more. Meanwhile, Aaron is still trying to take them off. This Magic Drakey is looking good, and not trying to risk that 6 coming out of nowhere. He does get the heal more off, so...
Yeah, better to be safe than sorry here, and yeah, they are pretty much neck and neck. Aaron's going to get his 12 points soon. Another 2 points for Arn Polly after that red slime takedown. A Druin, again, not strong enough to really go for it. You need 17 to 22 HP of damage. They got 20 strength, 18 agility, 14 experience if you can take them down. Likewise, the skeleton, still not strong enough to take one on.
Yeah, these late area 1 enemies with that currently paltry 11 strength, 13 attack power is not enough. They need, again, more of these Magic Drakeys. They're going to need a heavy level 5, either a hurt spell or hurt more spell, or they're going to need some strength, because right now they gotta go west. Their way out is west.
Yeah, it definitely looks like that's the case here, as we've seen nothing to the north, south, or east other than Charlock. So yeah, it's looking like west is the play, but again, our HP is lacking. So, at this point, they're just trying to get whatever they can to build up those points. One more Magic Drakey for Aaron. That's going to get him level 5. Right now, Aaron probably trying to finish off this Magic Drakey. That's going to put him at 72, and he would need one more Magic Drakey to get the level afterwards. Speaking of which, Aaron TU2 has found a Magic Drakey, and this would get him the level.
Yeah, and he does have a heal more to spare. So right now it's looking like, okay, now that's that heal more.
Don't take any chances here. You never know how many HP these Magic Drakey's going to have in you. You never know if you're going to swing and miss. And yeah, good thing they used that heal more right there. That would have been the end of Aaron, and this is going to be the level. So Sinister, what do we have for the digits for level 5?
Level 5 have given you 0, 8, 1, 0.
A double, almost triple MTI level right there. 0, 8, 1, 0. Well, we got more agility, I guess, but this is nasty. Our strength is still at a paltry 11, All this time, we still haven't found any metal slimes, and we're only at 11 strength, and we don't get another level until 165.
At this point, I am tempted to go back to the castle, heal, go west. There's nothing doing here. There's not enough experience here. We're looking for scorpions. Now we need magicians and scorpions.
Our Polly also getting to level 5 sees the not so pleasant news that it doesn't give him much, and the wolf will send him back. It was out of resources anyway, so all well and good. So another Magic Drakey here for Aaron, which will get him another easy 12 points if he can win this damage race. And with the agility, that's going to boost his defense enough that it's not going to hit as hard as it was previously. But you still have to get enough, as Aaron does so, up to 95 points, 70 away from the next level.
And Wolf's going to send him home. Ooh, Wolf doesn't send him home. Red slime, that's an easy pick up of 2.
Yeah, and we now have enough strength that we can easily one-shot these red slimes that do have 3 HP. The thing you have to worry about is getting a back attack.
Wait a minute. There is a way out going, metals.
Yeah, that metal scorpion's going to be like, nope, you're not going to see what's east of here. We're going to keep it hidden from you. Back to start he goes.
But that might be the play. That could be a play moving forward. But depending on the cash, 52, if I see 52, I'm going to try to run as much as I can and see if I can get a billy club.
Yeah, club is something, that's a little bit of a boost of our attack power there. And right now, gold's been hard to come by. Again, you lose half of your gold every death you take, and we've not really run into enemies. It's going to give you a horde of gold here. I mean, Magidrakies give you 20, but that's about it in terms of big goals with the current strength that we're currently on.
But Magic Drake is still giving you 20 gold. That's enough to get you at least some kind of herb, get you an herb, maybe a key at Rimmildar if you're really feeling, if Rimmildar is nearby. And right now, that's gonna give him. Okay, so, not talking about the wolf.
Now Aaron is going to make the play. It's going west, and he has like another heal more to burn, but holy swampland, Batman, we got to get through a lot. There is some daylight coming up, though, so he may have an opportunity to see if there's anything to the west here. He does get across the swamp, and he's got some desert as well, more swampland. He's going to try to avoid it if he could possibly help it. Let's see if he gets lucky and finds something. Well, he found something, all right. It's called a Demon Knight, and it's going to send him back to start. So, again, nothing doing for our runner, Sinister.
Back to the Shadow Realm you go, courtesy of Mr. Demon Knight. And right now, Arm Polly does have enough resources that he might be able to get away with going eastbound, because there is one spot that he can go east with, and I think Aaron has seen that he's gonna go back to the grind.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to do that right now. And Arm Polly doing the same thing here. He finds a droll, again, just not strong enough with that paltry 11 strength to really lay much of a finger on these drolls. So, our best bet right now are these Magidrakies, and we're just going to have to keep going until we get enough strength that, we could take on something better.
It would have been nice if there was a scorpion in the mix, but...
Scorpions would have been nice, they have the same 10 to 13 HP, they give a little more experience at 16, they give a little more gold at 25.
Magic Drake for 1220, that'll do. I saw Wade in, so... Knowing my luck, I would have tried to make a gamble here, because going to the north is no good. North has Sherlock-based enemies. Going east, further east, is a gamble in itself. There's another druid. Bye. You're not doing that.
Meanwhile, 3 more Magidrakies would be enough for Arm Polly to get to level 6. Again, we need to get to 165 to get to that level. Our Aaron finds one that'll put him at 133. That would also put him 3 away if you were to take this down.
Yeah, but Drolls...
Oh, no. Drolls have sleep. I don't know if they have anything else. We'll see if we can find that out. It's a perfect bid. Give that Droll 500 golds.
Give me your money. Drolls will put you and give you nappy time. And that's a wolf.
Yep, indeed. It's just nothing doing here for these runners. We've seen... Again, if we had a better attack power, these would be great enemies to see.
Hold on a second, though. With that amount of agility, he's looking over here, Magic Drake in the middle of the desert. So we're teetering between Area 0 and some Area 0 and all of Area 1's enemy set in this desert.
Yeah, which again, it's a great enemy set to be doing a grind on if we had more attack power or if we had the Hurt More spell. Once we find that, this is going to expedite for either runner. But not only have we not found any of those, we haven't found any towns yet. We're 16 and a half minutes in. No towns, no caves.
Hate to see it. There's a troll. No, we don't touch those. And another Magic Drake. Okay. Aaron is good. Let him cook. Let him cook.
And there's a crit there for Arm Polly. That's going to put him at 148. He is 2 away from the level. But once Aaron gets this Magidraki down, he'll be 1 away. And there's the one for Arm Polly. That'll put him 1 away. So again, neck and neck at the 17-minute mark, virtually with the experience points and exploration. Aaron might just have the ever so slight more exploration as he was able to go west and discover that finally the swampland ended before the Demon Knight ended him. So, very close race. This Magidraki will get Aaron to level 6.
And this will give Aaron the level, but at the same time, Aaron knows not to go back west until he's properly armed, because Demon Knights are not anything to screw around with. If you see a Demon Knight and you're literally rocking a ring that can allow you to punch a little harder, No, we don't do that.
Yeah, not a chance here. So Magic Drakey down for Aaron. That is going to be level 6. Let's take a look at what we have for the digits. They're hoping for a big strength boost. That's going to help. 9, 6, 2, 10 MP and stop spell.
Okay, so 9 strength. That's going to be enough to at least challenge the Druid.
Yes, there's a 6 hit right there for Aaron. Yeah, now these druids become more appealing for Aaron. They're still going to hit you relatively hard, but this crit is going to take down the druid. That is a big 14 points right there for Aaron. Next level, by the way, is at 337.
Yeah, right now, this is definitely... I can tell you right now, though, wolves are still a bit above their pay grade.
Not quite yet. We're not ready to take on wolves. Now, there is some bad news. You know, we haven't seen this enemy yet, but now if we see metal slimes with that 20 strength, now they'll start to run away. Metal slimes are worth 32 times the current level that you're on, capping off at 255 when you get to level 8.
Indeed, and right now, Arm Holly got his 6, so he's going to be looking for some smoke as well.
Look at another crit. We are seeing these Kaishino Chigekis left and right from both of our runners here. Hopefully they keep up.
Droll? Ooh, stop spelling the Droll. But Droll's not really throwing out sleep like that, and...
Yeah, but Arm Polly is going to have to... Okay, so Arm Polly, you still can use the heal more there, evidently, and now the Drolls have sleep. Yeah, Arm Polly was able to get the stop spell off on these Drolls, and that's just wasted turns here. That's good news for Arm Polly. A Wolf Lore, that's no bueno for Aaron, and he's able to run away from it. A dodge for Arm Polly on that Droll, so giving him a little bit of fits. Another crit for Arm Polly, and another Star Wyvern death for Aaron.
Star Wyverns are going to be a big problem until that Hurtmore spell is seen here. A lot of these enemies that are going to be seen in Sherlock is not even on the table. So 7's going to need to be a big level, at least for a big spell. So right now, Aaron has information. Arm Polly, though, is going for the level, which is not a bad choice. But despite all that, though, Aaron still got the experience lead ever so slightly.
Now they are still neck and neck on the levels here. The Druid, Arm Polly needs to hope this is going to take him down, and it does. Another 14 points there for Arm Polly. It's a 3 experience point lead right now for Aaron. This will be an intentional warp back home as Arm Polly is going to be out of resources here. So Aaron will further extend that experience point lead a little bit. Another crit, Sinister. Another one for Aaron.
At high agility will help with that. Wolf is still above your pay grade. Stop. Don't even look at him. Because if Wolf Lord's scaring you, Wolf's scaring you, Wolf Lord's going to scare you even further. But right now, though, it looks like Aaron is looking for smoke. He's looking to pick a fight. But 6 HP, that's a little dangerous. Especially that. And sent home, ill-advised.
Yeah, Aaron should have just played it safe there. He thought he was going to roll high enough to get that. That's a little bit of a mistake there, and that's going to cost him some points. Arm Polly could get the lead back. It's right now 17 points. This Droll is worth 18 points, and with that, Arm Polly leading by 1 point.
Yeah, Arm Polly with that play right there. Another Magic Drakey. That's a simple kill right there. So right now, Druid coming back for the smoke. So right now, the play here is as follows. Aaron has the advantage on exploration, but Arm Polly is going to stay pretty much ahead of him on experience if this keeps up.
Yeah, they're going to continue to be neck and neck, and you're absolutely right that Aaron has the slight exploration advantage. But right now in this early stage of the game, it's literally anybody's game at this point. It's going to come down to when either the boon of attack power or Hurtmore comes for these runners, or whoever can find the first town with enough cash in hand to buy, like you said, a club, perhaps a small shield.
Small shield would be a big boon, and Star Wyvern's back, and good escape this time. Good escape this time.
Very good there for Arm Polly, so he keeps his 112 gold. Another Magic Drakey for Arm Polly. Again, this will be easy kill for him. One more hit ought to do it for Arm Polly, and there it is. So that's another 12 points. Aaron working on this Druid, which will get him another 14. So again, this will continue to be neck and neck. Now Arm Polly has a Druid of his own. So looks like these runners are resorting to this grind here on these Druids and Magidrakes and, Drolls as well until, we get enough attack power points or until we get hurt more. And who knows what's going to happen when we get to level 7. We're closing in about 60 points away. Make that 46 points now for Aaron.
They do have enough attack power, though, that red slimes are not going to stick around. So red slimes are getting away, and wolves are starting to show their face again. And another druid. So far, another decent set of attacks, though, by Aaron. Aaron getting a couple of the lucky bounces, but he has to be careful. He can't be taking too many more deaths like that. And yeah, that's definitely a heal more.
Definitely want to use that heal more. Don't leave those points on the table there. Another dozen points. 33 more points, so that is 3 more of those Magidrakes, or 2 more Drolls if we run into that. It's going to be a Magidrake. Speaking of Droll, we've got one. Now, Aaron not going to bother with the Drolls, even though he's got Stop Spell. He probably thinks that the amount of damage you have to do, 15 to 20, and just the slight, bump in experience points, not worth his time.
Yeah, he's sticking with the Druids. Meanwhile, that might be a misplay on Aaron, because Arm Poly is gonna smoke down and take down this Droll, because the Droll seems to be doing a 25% chance of putting you to sleep.
Yeah, it's looking like that for sure. Again, it's just a wasted turn there. You always want to see sleep. You'd rather see that when you get the stop spell off than you would see the attack. And there's another wasted turn for that Droll as Arm Poly closing in. It's a 50% sleep chance. That's 18 points, just 3 points away for Arm Poly to get the level 7. He may be the first one to level 7, because this Druid will not be enough for Aaron. Oh, gets vipered. We finally see the excellent move get dodged. That's what we call getting vipered, because it is an excellent dodge.
We like to refer to that as weave.
And Arm Poly the first to level 7. What are the digits, Sinister?
Oh, 18-4-1-1 with the spell of hurt. That 18 power, though, that's enough to get you on the board.
That's huge. That's huge there for both runners now. So again, this is literally going to stay tied. But Arm Poly is the first to level 7. Aaron just got level 7 himself. He'll be pleased to see that boost in attack power with the 18 extra strength. The Hurt Spell, not a bad addition if you want to try and finish something off.
But that's it. But that 18 strength means now wolves are now you're playing against wolves.
Yeah, wolves are definitely in play. And again, the hurt spell is a nice backup, in case you want a guaranteed hit on it. So that's a good level for both of these runners.
Both wolves and metal scorpions too. Metal scorpions are in play.
Yes, 14 to 18 HP. It's 31 experience and 48 gold that they give, and you could potentially one-shot a metal scorpion with a hurt spell.
That is very true. And right now, interesting strat. Going with the hurt spell against a wolf, though you can probably punch the wolf a little harder than getting that hurt spell in.
True. I mean, you very well could, but Arm Poly is taking the sure damage rather than risking a dodge or something like that there. But yeah, they're worth a big 40 points plus 60 golds.
Ooh, Druid Lords is here. Then looks like the hurt spell might be enough to get that Druid Lord out of here. And
yes,
that is 58 big ones.
Yeah, 58 huge points along with 95 gold there. That's very nice. And that was the last resource there for Aaron. Skeleton will send him back, but he got the job done with that Druid Lord to take the experience lead. But Arm Poly could get it right back here with this wolf.
Yeah, right now, big money on the table here. So right now, we got some high value targets at the edge of area 1 going into area 2. So right now, slimes are no longer on the table. We need some money here.
Yeah, and also, you look at the gold here. Now Arm Poly, he could afford some chainmail. He could afford a copper sword. But again, we're 27 minutes in. We still have not found a town or a cave.
That's because a lot of this run here has spooked our runners completely right now.
And neither runner willing to progress. They want to continue to grind here for at least level 8. They want to see something big. They want to see that hurt more. Maybe they want to see a boon in HP. So both of these runners, again, just resorting to the grind here. A Droll, getting back attack and being put to sleep. This is going to hurt Arm Poly some. and has no more MP left, so he's just gonna have to hope that he can deal enough damage before losing this race here. But that's one turn, just the one turn, and will this be enough to take it down? Yep, 2 shots him, another 18 points for Arm Poly. Druid Lord gonna have to use a hurt spell. Will this be enough? Yes, another 58 points for Aaron.
Yeah, that's probably the play right there. Beating down the Druid, taking down the Druid Lord. But here's the problem. Sharlock and high area 4 enemy sets are here near the castle.
Yeah, wizards, you, again, don't have enough strength. You don't have hurt more to be able to have a viable play on them. If we did, they'd be worth 120 experience points, 185 gold. But yeah, that's just not going to work.
And Druid Lord, and low roll on the hurt, Druid Lord sends him back. That's 58 down the drain. And right now, here's the other problem too. Wizards are somewhat resistant to the hurt more spell.
True, yes.
They take less damage from hurt more, so you need to be swinging hard.
Yep. All right, there's another Druid down. Our next level is at 600. Only 43 away is Arn Poly. He could two-shot this Druid, doesn't use the sleep, so Arm Poly gets the not necessary crit, but he'll take it anyways. That's another 14 points. He's 30 away.
Looking good. Druids are looking like a tasty snack right now.
Yeah, man, he gets a 16 points away. A Droll would do it for him, and he'll definitely take the Magic Drink, but the Magic Drink is like, no, you can't have my 12 points. And that Red Slime's like, no, you can't have my 2 points either. But here's this Droll. Let's see if Arm Poly gets lucky. Oh, there's a sleep. Can he wake up? He cannot wake up. Will it be a perfect bid? Nope, it's over by 1. So we're going to have to wait a little bit until we get that level 8 on Arm Poly's side. Meanwhile, Aaron working on this wolf here.
That's 40 more. That's going to put him close.
And we're back to a 1 experience point game again, Sinister.
Indeed, another wolf on the table.
And that'll be enough for Aaron to get to level 8 first.
But the problem is, this wolf is not going to make it easy.
And now it's decision time. He's going to go for the heal more rather than hope that the hurt spell does enough damage. So he's going to have to hope that the sword... Well, 11 is a nice roll right there. So 1 more attack ought to do. Another 11 is going to take him down, and he will be the first to level 8. Let's see if we can get some HP boosts here. 4, 0, 6, 1, heal, sleep, return, repel. A quadruple spell level, but no hurt more. Interesting.
The repel spell, though, that's enough, though, for us to not have to worry about any of the chaff. That repel spell might be a big play here. Not to mention, return's going to be really good, too. If they run out of resources, they can have just enough to get a return spell, go back, recharge, go back and do it again.
All right, so now we can do some exploration here. And there's those scorpions we were referring to quite a while ago. But we'll still take that. It's worth a nice 16 points. Able to 2-shot it right there as Arm Poly also gets his level 8. And Aaron now going to try to make that play west again to see if he can find anything. Let's see what Arm Poly decides to do. He may be going east.
Yeah, so we're going in 2 separate directions here. And because of that heal spell, it's not taking as many resources, meaning...
Southeast.
Yeah, he's going southeast and... Ooh...
It would be great if we had hurt more or more attack power, but not really appealing at this point, and he's back attacked.
Yeah, you are not fighting a knight right now. Ooh, got some mountains to the southwest. Wolves are back in the cards.
And we have found the edge of the map, the western edge of the map, so there is a lot of overworld to the east.
And it looks like Arn Poly's going to make that choice. Ooh, a wyvern.
Wyvern? Is this appealing? No, it's not. They've got baby breath. And Arn Poly is unsuccessful in running away, and he is sent back.
So, Star Wyvern's still hurting like a truck, and the low-grade Wyvern decided, I got some breath too. So, yeah, no farming here.
Nope, no farming, no exploration. Aaron reaches the southern edge, more swamp mine. Uh-oh, a golem. Yep, good idea. Don't risk it, because you could get punched by quite a bit if you run fail from this.
At their current defense, at defense 20, that can hurt up. A punch is upwards to 60 damage.
So yeah, forget about it. Oh, Aaron did risk it that time, and he was successful in getting away. There's another one, and he's back attack. Forget about it. He is sent back to start. So once again, these enemies mean business here tonight.
But there is some important information, though. Aaron realized that there's something more to the south in that little alcove over there. So there could be a play to the west. Never mind. He's not. I'm thinking right now that he's probably gonna go east and hopefully find that armor. If never mind, he's grinding.
Yeah, it looks like Aaron's going to just grind here, and I think Aaron probably might be doing the same here after both these runners had unsuccessful treks in different directions. Aaron probably failing going east, Aaron failing going south and west. So again, it looks like these runners are resorting to grinding to level 9, which will be at 975 experience points. Again, very close. It's a 3 experience point lead for Aaron Pala as these two runners continue to go back and forth on the experience train.
Well, might as well get yourself a meal because we're gonna be here a minute. Though, if this was me, yep, Aaron's making the right play. He's gonna walk and grind.
Well, does escape though.
He gets away. Ooh, what's the southeast? And this might be the lucky break he's looking for.
Kind of looks like North America connecting to South America. We got the Panama Canal and everything. And uh-oh, we got an axe knight, and unsuccessful run attempt there is going to knock him down to 32 to 13 HP, but was able to escape the second time, and we'll be able to heal up here. Meanwhile, Arn Polly will use that heal more and try to finish off. We find a town 34 minutes in. What is that town? Hawk's Nest. Of course, because the game knows.
You can't do anything with that. Droll, on the other hand, though, is a fight. That's worth the fight.
I tell you what, if that doesn't say game knows and a seed like this, I don't know what does, Sinister.
I know what the game wants. The game wants you to go and see what's on Sherlock.
Ooh, we have a cave for Aaron. Let's see what we have inside the cave here. It looks like, is that grave?
That's the grave.
Yeah. Now remember, we do have perma torches on, so they won't. It makes the radiant spell less, of a worrisome need. Even though both of these runners, actually, we do not have radiant at this time. Nor do we need torches. Torches are going to be pretty much used as a weapon, maybe in the early stage game. We also have armor knights, the AK-47s. Remember these guys? Well, they have stop spell, which is great.
They do have stop spell, and wait a minute.
Fighting stop spell with stop spell. Aaron is gonna try.
Wait a minute.
75%. 14. 23. Look at all the stops. This has got to be a 75%er.
You know what? No, it may not be a 75%er. It may be
36. Oh, they have hurt as well. Oh, this is great. This is great.
You stop still an AK-47 with this kind of set right here.
50. There's the attack that we didn't want to see. Gonna use an herb. Save on them resources. Gonna have to hold.
It's 50, 25, 25. So it's a
66. Oh, 66.
Another stop spell. But I think what's going to happen is that if they can't hit stop spell, they're not going to swing. 75.
Could have done it with the 75. That's the low range. You need 75 to 99. 90. Yes, a big 172 points there for Aaron, putting him 52 away from the level. What a kill there. That could have been disastrous for Aaron, but he gets lucky, and he finds another cave, which is the Jerk Cave.
Oh, you do not have your needs. And also, Stones of Stonelight. Stones of Sunlight. So right now, this... Ooh, Metal Scorpion.
Yeah, it looks like he found one of the chests in the grave, which ended up having these stones of sunlight. We need to have the silver harp, which when we find the trading cave is going to get us the staff of rain. Metal Scorpion's having hurt more. That is nasty. We also need the stones of sunlight and Erdrick's token. Once we have all three, we'll go back to that jerk cave, trade him in to get the rainbow drop, and that'll gain us access into Sherlock just east of Tantagel Castle.
Yeah, right now though, Metal Scorpions. And right now, that big AK-47, that was a big AK-47 hit, and because of that, Aaron got some really good information.
He did indeed, but while he was doing that, even though he got that AK-47 down, Arm Polly back in the lead yet again, just because, it takes a while to get those 172 points. I mean, that would have been huge if he did not get that kill. He would have been about 200 points back.
Yeah, he would have been about 200 points back, but here's the thing, though. Arm Polly, again, may have a slight lead right now, but things are running away. So
yeah, Aaron definitely has the exploration advantage right now, Sinister. That is for sure. But despite that, it's still anybody's game at this point, just because, we haven't found a town. We're 38 minutes in. We still haven't found the town. We haven't found Rimuldar. I mean, it could very well be one of those races where first to find Rimuldar might gain a huge advantage on the other. This wolf is going to get Aaron the level once he gets it taken down. This Druin, on the other hand, for Arm Polly, will also put him here if he gets it down. Aaron will be the first to level 9. Let's see what the numbers are. 0, 8, 18 HP, and 0 MP. So another double MTI level there, but at least the gains that were there were big ones. And that 18 MP is going to go a long way for these runners.
That 18 HP, if that was me right now, 18 HP, yeah, we're gonna make a move and stop spell that Scorpion.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely want to stop spell that Scorpion, but I guess Aaron wants to reserve those resources. Gonna use the hurt spell, takes down the Metal Scorpion right there.
And Arm Polly just getting his level 9, but this is a Warlock in play. That's definitely some points on the table. Ooh, that's Baby Breath.
Yeah, we haven't seen any DL2 Breath. We've seen a few enemies have the Baby Breath, and they also have Stop Spell as well, which is nothing right there. And we'll get the 28 points right there. Next level, by the way, is at 1,500 points, as Arm Polly is going to once again make a attempt to go east as we find some more swampland. Here's a Wyvern, where we're a little more prepared this time. To take down a Wyvern, you need anywhere between 28 and 37 HP worth of damage, but they still hit hard, and Arm Polly knows. He's like, nuh-uh. Man, that Wyvern, lets him go.
Yeah, but we also figured out that Metal Scorpions got double more. They get too low on health, they're gonna heal more.
They have both more, yes. So you definitely want to get that stop spell off on these Metal Scorpions. Here's a Druid Lord attempt for Arm Polly, which again will be an appealing play because it's going to get him 58 points, 27 to 35 HP worth of damage. Arm Polly trying to reserve that last heal more here. Let's see if he can do so. Yes.
Well, he will be putting back on, keeping back on there, but right now, still no major towns going south on regular slime is literally a point.
Well, I guess that was just out of spite there. Yeah, that's the first regular slime that we've seen, but here's a golem, and considering the exploration that Aaron has done up to this point, not going to take a chance. He'll blow that fairy flute. That'll guarantee that he's able to run away. Droll Magi is with Stop Spell, which hits on Arm Polly. That is no bueno, but it doesn't really matter. He has no magic anyways. Droll Magi is 33 to 44 HP. Gonna be hard to win a damage race. Hurt Spell, gonna put him down to 13 HP. 7, enough to take it down. That's another 58 big points there for Arm Polly. Here's a night for Aaron. He's able to escape.
Aaron actually beats a Wyvern while you was taking care of that for a huge 64-pointer.
Uh-oh. There's our barbecue, Brett. The Axe Knights have it. So if there's an appealing grind, Axe Knights are not the play because they've got DL2 Breath, Sinister.
The best dressed man in all the land has blessed the knights with the power of barbecuing your behind like you're going to Burger King. You will not have it your way.
You certainly won't, Sinister. There's a skeleton now, a much more appealing play for these runners now that we have a good amount of strength and HP. Back to the wolves, but it dodges Aaron's attack there, so that's a little bit of annoyance there. Arm Polly looks like he's going to try to go west, but he runs right into a Wraith Knight, and they have hurt more, and it's going to send him back to start yet again.
Right now, the play is out west. West is where you go if you really want smoke. If you don't have right now with these stats, I ain't going west. I'm going east. I'm going to continue the path east.
It's just absolutely crazy. We're 42 minutes in. We have not found much. We have found Hawksness. We found the Jerk Cave. We found Grave, which had the Stones of Sunlight. That's it.
Yeah, right now, it looks like Aaron's gonna probably take a grind, and oh, I'm probably trying to make a run for it, but nope.
No, then the miss on the run fail, and DL2 breath was going to send him back to Tantagel yet again. So, yeah, this is another slog. It's looking like we need to at least get to level 10. 228 points away is Aaron. Our Poly's starting to fall a little bit behind.
Arm Polly's gonna have to stop trying to go west. He's gonna have to continue going east, and honestly, take some of these high-valued prices. Because right now, 25 to 40, that's not enough to. That's not gonna cover the gap.
Our Poly's going south now into the swampland. He's hoping he can find something. We see a bridge, but it's a bridge to nowhere, it looks like to me. No, it's not. Okay. At least not yet. Never mind. We saw that on we saw that on Aaron's side, I think. No, never mind. Well, we find a Wraith Knight. That's bad because they have hurt more, as we had seen. But yeah, these wolves, Aaron right now is doing the smart thing. He's doing the grind to at least get to level 10. And our Poly once again run fails from this Axe Knight. This time he is successful. So now where's he going to go?
He has to go east. So
yeah, pretty much. No, we have a gold man on the table, but Arm Poly says no, that does not want the 650 golds it has to offer. It's like, hey, come on, take my gold. It's free money. Arm Poly's like, no, I don't want your money.
If that was me, I'd take the money and I'd be trying to find the nearest town fast.
Now, of course, for all we know, these goldmen might have something nasty. You know, they could be just as threatening as anything in this seed, as Arm Poly is now going to go up against this wolf here for an easy 40 points. Likewise for Aaron, this would put him just 108 points away from level 10.
That is true. And Golem's gonna Fairy Flute immediately. That's gonna tell him to not do any more of that.
Yeah. So Aaron continuing to do his grind. Now Arm Poly gonna head to the east. A Poltergeist not able to escape, so that's annoying.
But he's only hitting for 2. I might have taken the Poltergeist fight.
18 to 23 HP gives you 15 experience points. Maybe he didn't find the 15 experience points very appealing. Well, he's definitely not going to find this Demon Knight very appealing. This might be an intentional send home back. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Arm Poly taking the intentional death. He wants his full resource. Oh, they have sleep as well. Oh, my word. These enemies just have a lot of nasty things here tonight. And the deaths have been piling up, as you can see. We're at 35 deaths between the two, 45 minutes in.
Thou art taketh a nap.
And lots of naps as well. And you can see it. The experience point lead is starting to grow considerably for Aaron. It's now over 300 points. That may not seem like a lot in the grand scheme of things, but when what we're taking down is only worth, 40, 50 points or whatever, that's quite a big lead.
Troll puts him to sleep, but with this amount of HP right now, ooh, a Wraith? A fight with a Wraith. If Arn wins this one, that's gonna get some experience back on the table. But ooh, level 10 is gonna be fun for Aaron. Let's see what Aaron brings. 5 power, 16 HP, 17 MP. Ooh.
Great numbers on the HNMP, nothing on the agility, and then a nice nominal boost on the attack power. So yeah, decent level right there. Now we got 82 HP, and we have 6 uses of the Heal More spell, so it's starting to look better for these runners. That's a good question. But can you survive DL2 breath? I mean, you can if you have maximum HP, and this will be an intentional death for Aaron so that he can get his brand new resources and put them to work.
Yeah, Arn's gonna have to get to level 10 because that's a lot of points right there. And honestly, this is the level that we start trying to find some stuff. No more games. Let's start looking.
Now let's see what Aaron's got in mind, because the next level isn't until 2,175 points, level 11, and our Poly's still 272 points away. It's going to go after the Spectre. That's a good choice, because they're worth 47 points if he can take it down, which he does right there.
That's an easy 47, but that's going to put him closer, but Aaron, I would just say fight along the way, do a heal every so often, but you're going to heal and fight all the way through. There's no more time to be grinding. You've done enough grinding for the enemy set here. Now it's time for you to start making a move to start finding some stuff.
Arm Poly knows he just doesn't have what it takes to take down a knight at this point. A Wolf Lord, on the other hand, we'll see if this is viable for Arm Poly. They do hit fairly hard, and you need anywhere between 28 and 37 HP worth of damage, but it'll give you 52 points if you're successful.
Yeah, the Wolf Lord might be within his pay grade.
It's looking like it.
It might be in his pay grade. It might be in his pay grade.
There it is.
Yeah, that's in his pay grade, but he has to remember, though, that he does not have the same resources.
No,
as,
look at this, though.
Aaron.
We have a cave on Aaron's side. Let's take a look at the cave. That is Tablet.
If this ends up being an important item here in Tablet, where it's at right now, this can turn the match a bit.
Yeah, if inside this chest there's something of great value, you know, like Erdrick's sword, the armor, any of the required homework, this could definitely be a game changer. His arm probably takes down a wyvern in the chest. It's just money. Which would be great if we knew where a town was, you know.
He's close. He's doing some searching. He's doing some searching, and wraiths are not incredibly dangerous. So right now, I would say fight the wraith.
Arm Poly just enough resources to take down that Wolf Lord. Very nicely done. And he hits a Drake. He's like, nope. This will be an intentional death warp for Arm Poly as he was out of resources. Wraith goes down for Aaron, and he is hoping he can find a town with over 1,000 gold in his pocket.
Skeleton gets a swing and only does 5. So right now, Skeleton's going to be pretty easy pickings.
Oh, yeah, easily.
But right now, for Arm Poly needs to get to 10. Aaron needs to find a town.
Yeah, you don't want to be losing half of your gold when you've got that much cash in your pocket. There's a Wraith Knight. That's no bueno. He'll try to go for the hurt spell, but it's a swing and miss. Oof.
Oh, that's that.
Yeah, they have the artificial wombo combo, as I like to call it.
This is not a fight you take.
Yeah, he's out. A mistake there from Aaron. He was hoping he could maybe do some damage to that Wraith Knight, but that Wraith Knight had other plans, and that's a lot of items he won't be able to buy now, losing half of that gold.
Oh, and the police is out.
Ooh, able to escape on 48 agility. Yikes. Very nice.
Very nicely done. 47415 managed to give him just a citation and go about his business.
Well, Arm probably gave him the slip.
He just gave him a quick citation and let him go about his business. But right now,
we're back to that isthmus on Aaron's side. We had seen that on Arm Poly's side earlier in this one. We'll see if Aaron has better luck in this area.
Yeah, right now, Spectres are gonna be a bit of an ask.
Yeah, Arm Poly does get to level 10 though, but Star Wyvern once again, which is giving these runners all kinds of fits tonight, is gonna send Arm Poly home on that double run fail.
Star Wyvern's like, the stars have destined you to go back to the house. And
oh no! And Aaron runs into an Armor Knight. He's going to try it again. I mean, why not? It worked the first time. It's 172 points if he's successful. He's going to do the same strategy that we saw in the grave, starting with the 13. They got a lot of stop spell and a lot of hurt. That's what you want to see. You do not want to see Chopmore here. Up to 28.
Right now, with what he has right now, he's winning this fight. This is the fight. This is a fight one.
That's no good. 39, and yeah, they'll just use heal, which is fine because he doesn't need to use heal more because he can survive an attack, but he'll go for the hurt again, which will take him up to 48.
Yeah, right now, this is an easy fight right now, and ooh, Wraith Knight got hit with the stop spell.
That's good.
And it's very happy on trying to hit that hurt more.
64. That's good news for Arm Poly. That's another stop spellable enemy here if you can land it. We're up to 75 now. So again, we're in range to take it down with this hurt. 87's not enough. The next one will almost certainly guarantee the win for Aaron if he goes 12 or more, but he doesn't, but it doesn't matter. The 9 will do it, and that's another 172 points for Aaron.
That wasn't that much closer, and that 75, that 72 pales to that 172. And right now, AK-47s might actually still be
Axe Knights gets the DL2 breath, another run fail, and no more exploration for Aaron again. These enemies here just guarding everything with their lives right now. We're 52 minutes in, and we still have not found a town where we can go shopping, Sinister.
Not to mention, Hurtmore is still eluding us. Hurtmore at this point would really open up the gates because AK-47s would get absolutely blasted.
Definitely they would, and all spells must be obtained by level 16 or earlier, so it could be at any time. It could be the next level. It may not be until level 16. We'll see.
Yeah, but right now, though, with no towns being found and really no real plays here, because right now the grave is locked. You can't do anything without a key. Mountain Cave is missing. Grave, we don't have the items. We haven't even seen a town yet, and ooh.
Dead end.
Dead end. Aaron dodged the bullet. So right now, going into our first hour, our runners are just outright not getting the luck here.
I'm thinking right now at this point, the first runner to find something of real significance, a town, keys, whatever, might be winning this race just based on how this is shaping up. And oh dear, sleep for the Demon Knights, but luckily Arm Poly did get the stop spell off, but a lot of dodges, which is normal. They are a very dodgy enemy.
Yeah, Demon Knights are not one that you really want to play around with at this level. You need a weapon, and oh, there's the baby breath.
Yeah, they have Wombo Combo Light.
And right now, Demon Knights are not worth the experience either. They're not worth killing.
No, they definitely aren't, because Demon Knights are worth, well, they are worth 90 points on 148 golds, but you need 29 to 38 HP worth of damage here, which Arm Poly is trying to get. Kaishino Chigeki's going to finish him off. That would have one-shotted it right there. Holy smokes, Arm Poly gets it.
Yeah, he gets a little bit of 92, but still 300 experience down. And the big answer to that right there, 2 AK-47s by Aaron.
Yeah, that has definitely helped Aaron, establish that lead. And Aaron looks like he is resorting to some island grinding here in the desert.
Finds a good spot for wolves, and it's close to home. That's easy grinds.
Arm Poly getting another crit, this time on a wolf, and we've got another Demon Knight. He's got just one usage of the stop spell left. It does connect, unfortunately. Decides to use the baby breath, so Arm Poly's gonna have to get lucky here if he wants to get the 92 experience points.
Yeah, right now he's gonna have to win this fight, and if he hits him again, that's not happening.
90 is what the value is. Can Arm Poly finish the job? So far, it's continuing to use sleep. That's fine. Can Arm Poly finish the job? No, not with that.
Yeah, and that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt, because for every Demon Knight Arm Poly's taken, that's 2 or 3 wolves that Aaron's taken, so he's not losing ground.
Yeah, tough break there for Arm Poly. Aaron with these wolves here, he's now got about a 400 experience point lead over Arm Poly. This wolf will put him within 10 points of level 11. Warlock will be a nice appealing enemy here for Arm Poly to pick up some points. But Aaron just needs to find practically any normal enemy that he's seen on the early grind, and he'll be able to get the level, but they are not coming. Meanwhile, Arm Poly runs into a AK-47. The only problem is he got back attacked, and the stop spell connected, so he's out of luck, but he is able to escape.
AK-47 let him pass, but he's not going to realize that AK-47 is heavy susceptible to that stop spell. So
yeah.
If you don't get ambushed, that's a free one.
Meanwhile, there's a knight. He's going to try to win a race against this knight here, as Aaron is going to get to level 11 first. The digits 5, 6, 7, 22. I was so hoping it would be 5, 6, 7, 8. Last week when I was doing commentary, we had a 1, 2, 3, 4 level up. I thought we were going to have the 5, 6, 7, 8. How cool would have that been?
That would have been interesting, but here's the
the 22 MP is absolutely excellent. You love to see that.
And that is close to Dragon Lord capabilities right there with that 71. With that being said, with me, that is a telltale sign that get that MP back. No more games. Let's go. Now you're on the clock. You don't have the dot done yet. 57 minutes in, your mind is racing. You're like, where is he at? And I cannot stick around anymore. I cannot afford this. Metal Scorpion over here, and is gonna get hit with a, besides the regular attack, so no more. And easily taken down for 31 points.
Yep, so right now we're almost at the 1 hour mark, and here's the Fun Police. They are back again, trying to put, oh, look at that 50 damage it deals right there. And, well, not going to two-shot it with that, and Aaron's going to try at least to survive here. Not able to escape, though. He's got plenty of resources. 51 on the bite there. And they have her. Oh, that's what you want to see. They have her. That's great. But it looks like it's a 25%er. We haven't seen much of that. It's got to be a 25%er. Does finally manage to escape from the Fun Police.
Yeah, that's a very huge investment, though. So right now, you are not fighting. And, oh, speaking of, the officer of the day, he's still causing our runners some problems.
Yeah, he's trying to meet that quota, you know, and now Arm Polly knows about the hurt spell, but rather than go for the heal more, he wants to try to brute force himself, and he's under arrest.
Back to the waiting room you go, and that being the case, that's gonna put him back some more, and a little dangerous taking the shortcut, taking the heal, going in for Aaron. So right now, Aaron is, he makes it. We see something going on here. Uh-oh. That's not a good call. Ooh, he's gonna actually not go and do any more than that.
Uh-oh, it's a Star Wyvern. Now, we do have resources, but the way these Star Wyverns have been playing ball, this is no walk in the park for Aaron. He's hoping that he can escape. He does manage to do so. We find a cave, but oh no, we find an Axe Knight, and he's not able to escape, and he's sent back again!
But he now knows that there's a cave down below, and he has to get in. So
absolutely crazy here, Sinister. Just when it looked like he finally was going to discover something new, the Axe Knight ends his turn, and we are continually now 20 seconds away from being an hour in. Still haven't found a town. Still a lot of things at large.
No, we're about to hit the burn your sword hour mark. So in about 5 seconds, we're gonna go and do ourselves a quick synopsis. If you're new, if you haven't been here for the first hour, and speaking of, burn your sword. Here's your burn your sword report. Currently right now, 1 hour in, level 11 is obtained. Most of our spells were gained with a good set of 4 spells. Attacks, HP, okay. MP, good stuff. Agility, but all the towns are spread out, and Sherlock enemies are relatively early, and we're just having problems because some of the nastier Sherlock enemies have some pretty nasty spells.
Yeah, no question about it. This, it's a lot of these spells that these enemies have. We've seen a lot of baby breath. We've got the DL2 breath on Axe Knights. We haven't seen green dragons yet. We haven't seen stone men yet. Who knows what those enemies might have in their back pockets?
Okay, so Aaron's going in. If this was me and I see Sherlock again, Hawksness again, I might be inclined to actually see what's on that spike tile.
And Aaron, that's Hawksness. We had seen that previously. He's heading back in that direction.
I would check that spike tile.
Yeah, because if it's an armor knight, he'll win that fight.
If that's an AK-47, that's a fight won, and that could be a sword or armor.
Oh, it most certainly could be a sword or armor, as, right now, our gold situation's still not very good for either of these runners. I mean, they're 500 and 600. Well, speaking of an AK-47, here's one for Aaron. Stop spell connects, and he's going to go to town on this.
Yet another 176. This is
tax no bueno. Yeah, 172 is what they are worth, plus 152 golds. There's a wolf lord now on Arm Polly's side. Now, it is going to take Aaron some time, so this could give Arm Polly a chance to catch up a little bit.
it'll give him some time to catch up. But he still has it at level 11, and a knight. That's an interesting play.
He could win this if it decides to cooperate. The only problem is it hits hard. It has baby breath, which we have seen. So he's going to have to get good enough rolls to take it down. I mean, he definitely has the resources to win this fight. He should get it on the next hurt spell right here. Nope, not quite. Close. We need anywhere between 36 to 47. Oh, a low roll on the hurt spell. He's going to have to hope that he's going to play it safe and he's going to use heal more. He's going to have to do chip damage and hope that he's able to finish it off. 7's enough. Oh! Aaron, meanwhile, gets hit by 46. He wasn't expecting that, Sinister, and he loses out. And look at that. Look at that. All of a sudden, that experience point lead is about to be Arm Polly's again.
Yeah, tale of experience. Big money gains versus safer routes. And right now, that money problem is starting to become a problem for Aaron.
Yeah, now Arm Polly is out of MP, so now, he's got an armor knight. Yeah, this is probably going to end his turn. But again, with, the lack of resources, it's not the biggest deal there for Arm Polly. But again, we are 63 and a half minutes in. We are still looking for our first town that's not Hawk's Nest.
Like I said, if this was me, I'm going to Hawk's Nest to see about, that's Vital. That's Vital needs to have something on the table.
Oh, definitely. So there's the AK-47 finishing off Arm Polly. We're up to 47 deaths at the 64-minute mark. Absolutely crazy. As Aaron puts the Wyvern to sleep, finishes the job to pick up 64 points. The next level is at 3,000.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit of an ask. And, okay, Aaron, you know what, though? Aaron might not be... Ooh. He's actually trying to take the gamble to make it. He's trying to make it to that cave that he got denied earlier. And so far, so good.
Yeah, right now what he's looking for is either Swamp that potentially could connect to Garanham, or he's looking for the freebie cave that's going to have something real nice. Mountain Cave might help as well. The problem is all these enemies, oh no. Axe Knight does escape though. And the deputy lets Arm Polly get through, and right now, through more like cave. That's a fight. I see Chinogeki. Yep.
Won, and
nice one shot. You better take that. 58 points right there. There's a Magic Drakey, and then I'll go ahead and just take it. I'm able to one-shot that easily. A quick 12 points.
Quick 12 points on the table. 90 points on the table now going in for Arm Polly. But right now, though, out of the not a good look. And I'm thinking that cave that denied Aaron might be Swamp that leads to an isolated area that has all of our towns.
Could very well be. Could we possibly see the Quad Cities? That would be something if we saw the Quad Cities all isolated on that one island. That would be something. That'd be the dream here. Yeah, there's a Magic Wyvern. We haven't really seen these tonight right now. And they're trying to put them to sleep. I guess it's a viable play if we can connect on sleep and it stays asleep. Magic Wyverns, 36 to 48 HP, good for 83 experience points and 135 gold.
The 135 gold is actually really appealing.
Mm-hmm.
So Magic Wyverns are easy enough to put in the dirt. English.
There it is.
There it is. And I would go and immediately go get a quick heal, maybe two. Yep, there's the double heal. And let's keep it moving. And another night.
Jeez, it's like one step and bam. I mean, I know the desert tiles are a higher encounter rate chance, but come on, give these runners a break here. Well, red slime's a break, I guess. Okay, so there's a cave.
That was Jerk, I believe.
Right, I think that might have been Jerk Cave. We might have seen that previously, but maybe we haven't seen it previously. Let's take a look. No, that was Swamp, or that was Grave. We've already seen that.
We've already seen the Grave, and immediately he walks out.
Yeah, that's Jerk.
That's the Jerk.
Yeah.
Droll, that's an easy fight, and that's gonna put down the Droll. That's another 18. So right now, into the forest, Druid Lord incoming.
2-point game. Now, it was a 2-point game. It's going to be a 2-point game again once this Druid Lord goes down on Aaron's side.
Yeah, another 2 point. It's back to a 2 point game, and I honestly think experience-wise, not the play. Wait a minute. What was on that side that Arm Polly decided to bypass?
I didn't see, but whatever it was, I certainly didn't see it. But there's a cave. Now, I don't know if Arm Polly has seen that cave. Maybe he has, and maybe he hasn't. Oh, I don't know.
Okay, there's a problem here. That loops around itself, meaning that that's grave, right? Wait.
No, he hasn't seen this cave. Let's take a look. Okay, that's tablet. We had seen that on Aaron's side, but this Arm Polly will get some gold here. Ooh, a dodge on this Wyvern, and down to 6 MP is Aaron, so he won't be able to use a heal more here. Does take down the Wyvern, putting him 226 away from level 12. He'll use his last heal spells and hope for the best.
All right, here we go. Walking in, and
Oh, dear.
AK-47 with the stop zone.
I mean, yeah, well, that's very annoying for Aaron. One more of those, and he'll be sent back home.
Not quite yet. Still hope.
He does manage to escape, but he has literally no resources left. He needs to find something, and he needs to find it now. If we find another isthmus, and we find a gold man, he's able to escape from the gold man, and now we see the desert. There's the cave. Can he get to it? Oh, it's a golem. Use that flute. He does.
He does. This is going to be interesting, because if he can get into that cave, this may be Garanham.
But at least he doesn't get back attacked by these golems. It's a very, very annoying. But at least he's not getting back attacked, so he can get to this cave. He's only a few steps away. And what's inside this cave? We still don't know. It's a magic drink. He'll take this fight. We're on pins and needles here. What is inside this cave? It is the trading cave, and we have no harp to get the Staff of Rain after all of that. But that is huge knowledge there for Aaron.
Oh, Demon Knight's sending him to the Shadow Realm. What? Excuse me, Shadow Knight. You're supposed to send him to the shadows. You're letting him escape. This is starting to become a matter of, is RNGesus gonna save him? And there's that back attack. Go home. Oh, this is absolutely spicy. Arm Polly got the lead again, but oh my goodness, this is absolutely crazy. Arm Polly's actually gonna check out that cave, and that is, ooh, that is the freebie. And what's in the free? What's for free?
Freebie cave is fairy water. Well, fairy water might be useful later, but that is not progression, Sinister.
South and east, more east, and then south some more. So right now, this might end up being yet another grind.
Yeah, this is just ridiculous. We're starting to find some more things, but we're just not finding what we need to find. We are 70 minutes into the Seed Sinister, and we are still missing a lot of key components. And still, we have not found any towns other than Hawk's Nest.
Again, at this point, I would say, screw this noise. I'm going to Hawk's Nest now, and I am going to find out what's on that tile.
I agree. I mean, why not? Unfortunately, Arm Polly gets the artificial womble combo. Actually, kind of didn't matter. He was out of resources anyway, so all well and good. Wolf now for Aaron. Yeah, it looks like he's probably going back to the grind here at this point.
Right now, I need to see how many deaths 70 minutes in.
We're at 49 deaths, so the next death by either runner is going to put us at 50.
So we're looking at a death almost every minute and a half.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I don't know what the record is for most deaths in a single seed, but this has got to be in the upper echelon for sure.
And right now, Aaron is, what, 2 wolves away from making level?
Yes, 2 wolves. This will put him within 14. So if he were to find a Druid, that would put him right on the money. A wolf is just as good.
We'll take wolves. Wolves are always good. So we're going to see what this level 12 brings to the table. Wizard on the table. Wizard said, how you doing? Remind you I'm still around. And here we go.
What are the digits, Sinister?
And we got 1 power, 17 agility, 9, 1.
Agility's nice. And, the little boost in HP is not too bad either, but still no Hurtmore.
Hurtmore is still missing, but at 35 defensive power, a lot of members of the chaff are easily dispatch. And even Wyverns now, not necessarily the most threatening thing on the planet.
No, not at all. I mean, we're in better shape now. Unfortunately for Arn Polly, got slept on. Gonna have to use heal more. Was spared with 1 HP left, and he's gonna try to get the stop spell off, and it connects.
Yeah, it's another 90 points. That'll give him the level, but the problem is that with this kind of MP gains right now, with the current agility, once he gets to 71 agility, that's easy running. That's easy running.
Oh, it absolutely is going to be easy running from a lot of things. Now, while Aaron runs into this Armored Knight, now the last Armored Knight he ran into, he made a mistake and didn't realize he was going to get punched for 46, which really cost him. Now, in the grand scheme of things, it has not cost him dearly, but there is going to be 90 points for Arn Polly, which will get him to level 12. It's going to put him within 26 points.
Yeah, that'll put him within 26 points, but now the fight is on. The fight is on right now, and currently right now, Aaron is still looking pretty good. He will keep the experience lead despite the wolf going down, but 34, that is not something you want to play around with.
Definitely not. And it's back-to-back chop wars, and Aaron is going to use his hurt to keep the damage going. It's back-to-back chop wars. This AK-47 means business. 4 in a row on the attacks. Man, oh man. Aaron's going to have to earn these points. Another Demon Knight for Arn Polly. Finally a stop spell there for the Armored Knight. But it's burned a lot of his resources. He's down to 23 now.
At this point, with 23, go to Hawk's Nest, check it out. If you can win the fight, win it. If you cannot, you at least got some knowledge. And
nope.
Still ignoring
it. I'm a little surprised, with the resources, but I get it now because he's down to 21 MP. Whatever it is, I don't think he's going to win really any fight. I mean, again, the only enemy that we really haven't seen that could potentially have a viability factor is that Green Dragon. We have not seen any of those.
Green Dragon, the park ranger of all things, we haven't seen.
I mean, it very well could be nasty, or it could be the best grinding enemy we've seen all tournament. I mean, we've not seen anything. Now, this is the cave we saw in Arn Polly set. This is going to be the trading cave. If Aaron can get there, that'll be not. Oh, but he's one step short. It's a Wraith Knight that back attacks him because, of course, why not? Can he escape? No.
A little strange. 71 should be enough to get him out of there.
He managed to escape. That would have failed. That would have been a disaster for Aaron. But now he knows that's a freebie cave, I beg your pardon, not the trading cave. We'd seen this on Arn Polly's side, and this had the fairy water.
Yeah, right now, though, whatever needs to happen, it's got to be further south from
Hey, we got another crit. Arn Polly takes down the Wraith.
Yeah, so from this point here, it's got to be further south from where this point is. So Hawks, they got to go south from Hawks.
Oh, not to be outdone, a Kaishino Shigeki for Aaron to take down the Wraith Knight. 72 points, and guess what? We have a 1 experience point game again.
Yeah, right now, Aaron's gonna take...
Now, Arn Polly, he has found Hawk's Nest. Now, he is going to take a peek at the spike tile as the Star Wyvern will send Aaron back to Tantagel Castle. That is the 50th death of the seed, but oh no. Does escape from the Axe Knight. He's going to heal up to see if maybe it's something he can take on. What do we got? It's a Red Dragon. Now remember, Red Dragons do have hurt. The only problem is they just don't use it enough that Arn Polly's going to win this fight. I mean, he's going to try maybe, but we'll see what happens.
This is not a fight.
Yeah, you're only dealing 4. You're dealing more damage with hurt, and you're not going to connect with that. He's got to be hoping for a crit at this point, because you need anywhere between 80 and 106 HP worth of damage. I mean, once we have a weapon, this is probably a more viable fight, unless they have heal more in their back pocket. This is the only thing that could really make this a nasty fight, is if they have heal more in their back pocket.
Yeah, but the problem lies right now is that there's just not enough damage. There is way too much damage on the table.
It's not happening.
It's not happening.
I mean, it's knowledge at least Arn Polly has. He knows he can't go to this fight until he's got more HP. But again, it's knowledge that Arn Polly has that Aaron currently does not have, Sinister.
Yeah, and when Aaron does realize that that's an AK-47 sitting down on that tile, like
Red Dragon, not AK-47.
Oh my bad, the police.
Yeah, the fun police. Yeah.
Yeah, 47415 is sitting down, having a nice, lovely glazed donut.
Well, I'd say more like a glazed warrior than a glazed donut at this point. But I like the idea. You gotta stick with the cop theme. I like it.
Hey, they're eating warriors like donuts. Glazed
there
donuts.
You go. That I approve of that. I approve.
So right now, this is there's nothing. Here's the thing. There's nothing west.
That's the thing. There's nothing west at all. Where is everything? That's the thing. Where is everything? We're 78 minutes in. Where is everything?
It's gotta be south.
Yeah, I agree. But where south?
Yeah, that's not happening over here either.
I know. It's nothing but dead ends. I mean, it looks like Arpali's going back to where he was, and he runs into the Star Wire that decides to back attack him like it has been all night for these runners.
Yeah, and right now, Aaron sees that it's a dead end. It's got to be south of Hawk's Nest. So, if this was me, south of Hawk's Nest is probably your next place to go. And Arpali probably realized that he's gonna have to go south.
And he's gonna have to hope he finds something. We just haven't found anything here as we're approaching 80 minutes in the seed. This has got to be a record. I think this is the longest. At least for me. I don't know about the rest of you people. I think this is the longest I've ever done a commentary for a seed, and we have not found a town apart from Hawks. This has got to be some kind of record.
Right now, this is looking like you're going to go south of up, and 47415 is back on. They decide to go into the cop car.
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing? Allow me to give you your ticket. And
ooh, got away.
Give him a warning.
Yeah, let him off with a warning this time. All right.
So right now, Aaron should not be. Well, Aaron may go to Hawk's Nest thinking that there's an answer, but that's not happening.
All right, Magic Wyvern down, and it's a 6 experience point game as we have stayed close on the experience difference all night between these two. You know, Aaron had that lead of about 300-400 points at one point, but Arpali's brought it back to even. This Axe Knight is no bueno, and that is not a nice breathe, but Arpali, or rather Aaron, does escape from that.
Hold on, new territory. We're in new territory here.
Can we find anything, though? Is this just it's a big nothing burger? Another nothing burger. I hope you're hungry, because you're going to stay hungry.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. This is a new territory to find.
Right. Now, Aaron is going to check that spike town. He's going to see the bad news that it's a red dragon, which in his current situation doesn't have what it takes to finish it off, even with the hurt. It just doesn't use it frequently enough. A town! A town!
A legitimate town. But
can we get there? Can Arpali get there? What town is it gonna be? It's gonna be Gernham.
That'll do it. Now we're cooking with gas. We are cooking with fire, and at a grand, that's enough for him to go and check out at least the weapon shop.
And only the bad news is we can't check the treasury because we don't have a key. We've got to find Rimuldar, or we've got to find a chest that has a magic key inside, and we just haven't found that yet. Aaron saw the red dragon, nopes out of there, able to escape, and he may try to find something to grind on as we do find a dragon scale purchase for Arpali. He puts it on. What do we have on offer? Large shields in play, and clothes. He could definitely buy the clothes if he wants to.
That large shield's gonna be huge.
No, absolutely. And he will buy the clothes. You'll love to see it. So he's got 158 golds left. He can either put that on a gift certificate or he can put it on account. For all of you classic Wheel of Fortune fans out there, I had to give one right there tonight.
He decides to go and take a sleep at the inn, and at 49 defense power, Arpali is looking like he's looking a little hungry, and there's still more to the south.
Yeah.
So now he's gonna be now he's picking a fight. Now he's looking to pick a fight.
There you go. So yeah, he's looking to see if he can find something. Well, a Star Wyvern's no good. It looks like he's reached the end. It looks like there's nothing else here. But yeah, finding Gernham is great. once we find keys, that's really going to be beneficial. So right now, it's the race to Rimmildar, I'd have to say at this point, Sinister.
Yeah, Rimmildar is the play here, but here's the thing. We now know that it's none of the trading caves, so it's either going to be
Nope.
So it's either going to be swamp or it's going to be mountain.
It's hard to say because, we need keys. We need keys to get into that Garenham treasury, and they're just nowhere to be found right now because, yeah, right now you're thinking it's either in Mountain Cave or we have to find Rimmildar.
And right now, Armpali is going... Armpali, that baby breath is still hurting, but it's not as bad.
Yeah, because, we have 98 maximum HP and we have 72 MP. That's 9 heal more. So, it's annoying, but, it's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world, and we're going to see about going further south. So right now, there's still more to the south from here. And
another town for Armpali, and he gets there right away, and it's Breckenary. We'll leave the light on for you. Let's see what we got in the shop at least. Maybe chainmail.
Ooh,
Half-plate's good if we had the 1,000, but he doesn't have enough money to purchase that. But yeah, that's an appealing buy right there. That half-plate for 1,000. That'll be a big boost in our defense once he's got enough cash.
Welcome to N6. What's light on you?
This could make an interesting scenario, though. You could buy Fairy Water, which does 9 to 16 HP worth of damage, and maybe you could try it on that red dragon in the hopes that you win a damage race and that it uses its hurt spell. It's definitely a viable decision, but Armpali chooses not to go for that. Wouldn't have been a bad idea. It's a viable strat at this point, I'd say. Meanwhile, Aaron out of resources. He's going to have to hope that this Armor Knight doesn't fling any more attacks here. But when you're only doing 4 or 5 HP worth of damage per shot here, it is quite a slog. One chop more could be enough to send him home. Well, there's a chop. Doesn't send him home, but the next one definitely will. Ooh, Aaron gets lucky. 172 points on the board.
Yeah, but he's out of there, but unfortunately out of resources. He cannot go in that swamp. And another AK-47 decides, hi, how you doing? Let's put the hurting on you.
Yeah, he'll just take the Death Warp. Meanwhile, Armpali continued to explore. We're starting to find some things here on Armpali's side. We find another town. It's right there, but he's got to go around. He doesn't, or did we see that already? Maybe we saw it already.
No, we did not see that yet. That may well be Cole.
Yeah, but he doesn't realize there is a way to get there. He's got some. Now he figures it out. Now he's figured it out. I think he had a temporary lapse of tunnel vision right there, Sinister.
He wanted to check out further out, but that's gonna hurt. He's gonna have to heal more just in case that metal scorpion decides to come back for him. So we're gonna see what town this is.
And I thought it was Breckenary. No, that's Cole. You were right on the money, Sinister. Well played, because we still have Rimmildar left, and we still have, of course, Cantlin. Do we have anything on the tile? It is the Silver Harp, so we can now trade that in to get the Staff of Rain. Yeah, well, obviously we were hoping that it would be Rimmildar, but Armpali, he is starting to gain the exploration advantage on Aaron right now. This is literally anybody's game, but Armpali building that knowledge right now that Aaron currently doesn't have, but he is the first to level 13 for 21 power, 2 agility, 6 HP, and a big 15 MP. Big level right there for Aaron.
Aaron at 74 strength, meaning 76 attack, that means there's not a whole lot that you can't fight. Now is the time to start really fighting back. You have to fight back now because your opponent right now is almost 90 minutes in, and now, from what we see in the stands, Armpali literally doesn't have the experience to be fighting back.
Oh dear. And then this is why he had to be using that fairy flute, because he just got what I like to call the Rye Guy special. He's got 71 agility and he can't run away from a brick wall.
105 coming in from Aaron. Aaron right now can fight Star Wyverns right now. So right now he can take a fight. He can pick a fight with just about, let's see, Werewolves he can.
Oh, another crit. And a one-shot nice crit will give Arm Poly those 83 points.
Yeah, the thing is, Aaron's gonna continue this lead. He's gonna get a heal more, and he's gonna be punching Wyverns in the face. Star Wyverns are not giving him is not showing anything dangerous. So with a little extra armor from Aaron, and Aaron may well be a very dangerous man to walk on.
Now, Arm Poly did, by the way, manage to purchase a hand axe, I believe, in the town of Cole. So, yeah, that gave him a nice little attack power boost. As it looks like it's opening up here in this world. Nothing in this side. And nothing there here. Then a lot of mountains, but a lot of nothingness to these mountains here. Magician, nope.
Not appealing enough. Now, Drill Magic.
Drill Magic is more like it. They have hurt, that's fine.
That's fine. Drill Magi, we'll punch. We'll give him a good old fashioned axe to the face. We'll axe him a question.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite puns. The game asked him a question and he had no answer. Well, speaking of no answer, he may have no answer for the Fun Police.
Interesting.
Let's get the stop spell off. Now, with a couple of towns left still in the till, we find a Wolf Lord on Arm Poly's side. He's hoping that this exploration continues to be fruitful for him and that he doesn't run into anything nasty. So far, so good. Aaron, what is he doing? Is he going to try to win a damage race on this red dragon?
Yes, he can, because he has 76 attack outright.
Right. Yeah, now he can do it. Yes.
He can take this fight, and any hurt spells that come out, that's a dead turn.
Yep.
And for every more of those are dead turns, and this means that this is a major experience boost and a major money sink that's gonna come back to Aaron.
Correct. 350 big points, and there it is. Got the crit too. Woo!
He might be feeling himself. He might be going to Hawk's Nest.
Yeah, he may be going to Hawk's Nest. It definitely looks good here. You know, with the current numbers that he has at this point, he can win the fight easily now. Poltergeist will run away from Arm Polygon. There's the other town. Look at this. We have a little mountain town here, man. That's an interesting location for a town. You know, got some hills, some lakes. Aspen?
Aspen for sure, and I bet you that's Rimmaldar. I'm putting some money on Rimmaldar.
You think it's Rimmaldar? Well, it's either going to be Rimmaldar or it's going to be Cantlin. One of those two, and, well, oh no! Oh no! Ooh, he escaped from the accident. He could have used DL2 breath if he didn't run, and there it is, Rimmaldar. Big fine for Arm Poly. Huge!
You owe me a drink.
Yep, that's right. Well, I don't know if SGDQ's in your plans for 2025, but if you were to come, I'd definitely buy you a drink then. Anyways, we got some key purchases here for Arm Poly, plus a chest.
A chest and a key purchase. So, Arm Poly definitely has the exploration, but the problem is right now, he does have the attack power too. He can really have a good time with these red dragons now.
Ooh, but they still bite for 48. That is a crazy amount of hit points right there. So in the chest, it's gold. So yeah, it's a refund plus a little extra. So let's see what's here in the armory here in Rimmaldar. Well, once this NPC gets out of the way. NPC boss, everybody's favorite boss in RPG video games like this. Let's see what's in the shop. You can buy half plate, and half plate's on offer.
Plate is indeed on offer, and right there, that's gonna bolster some real good defense. And right now, hold on a second. Aaron wins this fight. That's
he's got it.
And now what's on the floor?
Is there anything here? It's the sword.
Oh my God.
That's humongous. And now you're thinking grind. You're thinking grind here on this town. That's what Aaron's going for.
Your behind is mine. If you ain't Dragon Lord, I am chopping you down.
All right, Arm Poly is going to go back home. Definitely a successful run here. But first, he is going to check these chests, plus the basement as well. The basement, good chance it's probably going to be one of the Swamp Cave connectors. And there's a key refund. There is a gold grind available, and in the final chest here, we've got wings.
Red Bull.
Yep. So Red Dragon. Well, Red Dragons have heal more as well, so you definitely have to get that stop spell off. Remember I was talking about the heal more potential? Well, it's a good thing you've got to use stop spell on these Red Dragons, because they did have heal more in their back pocket.
They did have heal more in their back pocket, but the big thing now is that that is almost 700 experience now at the hands of Aaron. Aaron beaten Red. Oh, that's almost a grand. I take that back.
Mountain. We've got Mountain.
Mountain. Oh, that's Mountain. And werewolves. Yeah, you're taking a fight with a werewolf.
Yeah, well, it depends. This is the first werewolf we've seen. You know, they could have something nasty in their back pocket too. You know, heal more. Maybe they have DL2 breath and it's 25%. And they're being extra dodgy, that's annoying for Arm Paul. I mean, he's got plenty of resources, so he doesn't need to sweat it at this point so far.
He doesn't need to sweat
Another dodge! Holy smokes, that's 3 dodges on this fight alone right there for Arm Polly.
Yeah, it's 3 dodges, and here's the thing. Arm Polly has 91 attack, as opposed to the 116 that Aaron is sitting on.
Yep, Beta's right. It's about a 1 in 8 chance. 7 out of 64 to be exact, but let's just call it 1 out of 8. Another dodge there on Arm Polly's side. Yeah, go ahead.
So, with that being the case right now, Arm Polly's experience lead has no experience lead. He has to take every fight possible. Aaron is gonna pick a fight every chance he gets. If it is not a golem, he's picking a fight.
Right. So right now we're looking for the 5 chests here in Mountain. We're seeing a lot of werewolves, and Arm Polly's going to be more than happy to take these attacks here, because again, he's getting 95 points plus 155 gold for each one taken down. And now look what Aaron's doing. He wants that money. He wants that money. He's going to take that 650 golds right there from that gold man.
And here's the deputy. That's a free 180.
Again, it depends if they have anything nasty, because, you know, this is the first blue dragon that we're really going against. But yeah, now that we have all these resources on Aaron's side, he could take this fight, provided that they don't have a heal more in their back pocket. I mean, they're still going to bite pretty hard with the defense that he currently is sporting at meager 36. But he can easily win this fight, and you're right. 190! And that is level 14 for Aaron with 11 power, 6 agility, 4 HP, 1 MP, radiant, but still no hurt more.
15-16, one of those two will have his hurt more, but at this point, he has the sword. It doesn't matter.
No, exactly.
And right now, seeing that attack power right now, that attack power is currently at 127. So right now, he ain't Dragon Lord ready, but his fighting, now AK-47 is a grind.
Even more appealing, because now we can use the sword rather than doing 9 to 16 damage, we're doing 28 damage. The problem is it decided to go back-to-back chop more on Aaron, so again, annoying. He's got the resources that he can handle it. It's just annoying as heck. But we got to see what's in these chests here in Mountain Cave for Arm Polly. So we have the Death Necklace. We have a Curse Belt, which really doesn't tell us much. Curse Belt tells us that one of the 3 search tiles are in play. We know that at least 2 of the 3 search tiles are in play. We don't know if there are coordinates at this point, but we do know that there's a Druid Lord guarding these 2 chests for Arm Polly. But it's an easy takedown right there. So let's see what happens. In the chest, we've got a Dragon Scale, which isn't going to help him. He's already got a Dragon Scale, so he'll, of course, pass on that. Second chest, gold.
So right now, we need to figure out the end of the cave, and oof. Right now, just a lot of the chat.
That's annoying. Our That is my favorite. Put you to sleep and they just run away. That's the best. I love that. It's like, here, have a nice long nap. I'll let you be. Just enjoy yourself. Ooh, Red Dragon for Aaron again. A very appealing attack, and it looks like they are not very resistant to Stop Spell. And Arm Polly gets his Armor Knight for 172 points as he's approaching the final chest here in a Mountain Cave.
checking it out, and that is going to be empty.
Probably a key, no, or an herb. One of the two, because he is full on both.
And stop still, and another 350. Right now, this
1,500 point experience lead for Aaron. Arm Poly, has, and here's a town though. There's the first town finally for Arm Poly. 97 minutes in. But this Star Wyvern's just being very annoying. So right now, it's looking like Deep Grave is going to have something. It almost certainly has to.
Ooh,
Not necessarily, though. I mean, not Cantlin. We haven't seen Cantlin yet. But Garanham might have some important chests as well.
Garanham might have some important chests, but right now... Ooh, wait a minute.
By the way, look at the experience that Aaron's got. That's an ominous number that he's sporting. He needs to get off that number ASAP.
That's demon numbers.
Yeah, we've seen plenty of Demon Knights, and, it's been beneficial for Arn Poly, that is for sure. There's a blue dragon, which, that's not going to be any fun. Arn Poly wants to try to escape. He does.
I'm almost certain with what he had, he could have took that blue dragon, because...
True, but I think at this point, he wants to go right to Hawk's Nest to go for that red dragon. He's getting a little bit turned around, unfortunately. Uh-oh. Does escape.
Alright, so large shield and half plate's gonna be incoming for, near that half plate. No weapons required, so right now, ooh, this could be a problem.
The problem for our Aaron, he still has not found Rimmildar, but as long as he doesn't take an unfortunate death, he will eventually find it once he keeps exploring. And we do see Arn Poly. He is heading back for the red dragon right now, knowing what it's got. All he has to do is connect on that stop spell. Use his resources wisely. He'll win this fight easily.
He'll win the fight. That is true. He'll get his sword, so the damage... So he'll get his damage, and he'll have to... And that'll keep him from using all of his resources.
Right.
But once again, though...
Oh, no. He does escape. Okay.
He has 73 agility. That's more than enough to get out of there.
All it takes, though, is one run fail, and you can get barbecued. All right, so he is using the stop spell, which does connect, and he's hoping for a lot of hurts. Starts with 13. Yeah, not taking any risks because they could bite you for quite a bit, as you can see. All right, and he's now got 30. This will be Breck.
That's indeed Breckenary. Aaron, I think, will take a look and exit out.
He thought about maybe checking the shop, but at this point, there's nothing that he could possibly purchase with the money he's got, because he's not rich enough to buy a silver shield or anything else.
That is true, and meanwhile, Arm Poly's still going to work on this red on 47415.
As long as he pays close attention to his resources, 44, is that risky? Well, he sees the heal more, he's like, I'm glad I used that stop spell. And down goes the red dragon, he's gonna get the 350 points, he's gonna get Erdrick's sword, and I know he's down by 1,300, it's still anybody's game. Now, will he go for the grind? Well, this Druid's going to stop him. No, it's not going to stop him. He is going for the grind. Good idea.
Good idea. Grind while you have a chance. Start getting some of that elite, get some of that back, because right now, Aaron is now doing what Arm Poly did earlier, and that's explore. That's cool, and unlike Arm Poly, he doesn't get turned around. He's going in there. He will get the harp.
Yeah, we saw again that Arm Poly did get turned around just slightly. So that's just a few seconds he'll pick up. Every second could count here, though. But yeah, that is going to be the silver harp now for Aaron.
Aaron's going to take it in. Because right now, outside of the armor, he's not going to want anything else. He already has a large shield. So now that he has the harp. Ooh, wait a minute, though. Arm Poly does not... I don't think Arm Poly has found the stones yet.
No, because he's not dug into grave yet.
So he doesn't know about the grave yet. He does have keys, but the minute Aaron finds Rimmildar, he will get his keys, and he's going right back in there.
Oh, no question about it. He's got all the resources in the world. He can make this happen now. We still don't know where Erdrick's armor is. And again, in this tournament, Erdrick's armor cannot be in Charlock. It must be somewhere in the overworld, some cave, anything like that. It cannot be in Charlock.
That is true, but here's the thing. There's only 2 spots that armor can be now. It's either in the overworld search spot or it's somewhere in that grave.
Yeah, it's either overworld search spot, grave 4, or grave 5. And I'm looking for deep grave. Deep grave's got to have something. Oh, wait, not necessarily. There are still 3 chests in Garanham that are in play.
That is true. There are still 3 chests, but that requires keys.
Which Aaron currently does not have. He has not found Rimmeldar at this point. He's closing in on it. Aaron probably could not finish off that red dragon. Bad luck there. So he was not able to get another 350 points on him. So tough break for Arm Poly. But he has closed the gap to 1,000 points. Axe Knight, or 1,200, I beg your pardon. 1,200 points now. Aaron's getting very close to level 15. He just needs a few more points. There's the Jerk Cave, but can't do that yet.
Yeah, I believe Aaron already found the Jerk as well, so he knows that that loops around. He's gonna and he sees that town. He's gonna be going to Rimmeldar, and he will get his keys.
Yeah, Aaron 2 in a pretty good spot now that he has found Rimmeldar, but we haven't found Caitlin yet. And Caitlin's still a really big deal because there's a pretty good chance based on what we still need to find. We have Erdrick's token, and we also have the armor. I'd say there's a pretty decent chance we have coordinates tonight. Not a guarantee, but I'd say a pretty decent chance we have coordinates.
We have a 1 in... It's at least a 30% chance that coordinates are gonna be right.
Absolutely. We've only found the 1 cursed belt. There could be as many as 3. They could very well be in Sherlock. Who knows? Aaron's going to go ahead, use his keys. He'll get a refund in terms of his purchase price and then some with the gold.
Indeed, and at this point, we don't even know where Silver Shield's at. We haven't seen one yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen a Silver Shield. There's a high probability you'll find one in Caleb, and I don't see either runner, considering how long this seed's been and considering, that they both might be figuring they're behind. I don't expect either player to do a Silver Shield gold grind in Tantagel.
Wait a minute, though. Right now, nothing doing here.
Look at this, aren't Poly going after the goal and getting 350 points, closing into about 600.
Indeed, and he's at the side of Hawk's Nest, 15.
Yeah, he's going for it. Why not? It's 350 points. He can win this race. He just needs to pay close attention to his health, and he'll win this fight. By the way, level 15 has hurt more.
And
the numbers it was 5, 5, 5, 22. Oh, we could have had the quad 5. Dang it.
Wait a minute. Found Caitlin. We have found Caitlin. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at the proverbial shopping mall.
We are indeed, and that is huge. So Aaron right now is going to gain the advantage of exploration. Now we'll see if we do have coordinates in play. I'd say there's a decent chance. Now he has to pay attention to his health. Every barrier tile takes away 15 HP. So you got to make sure you're monitoring your health very carefully that you don't take an unfortunate death. Let's see if we have coordinates. There is 71 south, 53 east. I think this is a Gwalen seed, but where the heck is Swamp? I know where it is. It's got to be in Garanham. Has to be.
Yeah, Swamp's in Garanham, and at this point, yeah, that is not
I'm going to tell you something. I think Swamp Cave connects to an Exile second continent. Nothing. Like small, tiny, little.
You're not wrong.
Because we've seen Jerk Cave, we've seen Trading Cave, we've seen Freebie Cave. We've seen all the other caves. It's definitely Swamp. And whatever's on the other side of Swamp, it's got to be the tiniest continent in the world.
Gotta be. And at this point right now, Mountain has nothing. And currently right now, Night's gonna just be an inconvenience. But because Caitlin has now been found by Aaron also got keys. So, looking at where it's at right now, there is... The armor itself still needs to be found, and that tile itself could be the token or the armor. So whatever that is, the other is going to be in a loose chest.
Right. Oh, by the way, we've been talking about search tiles and whatnot. Well, look at this. We find the trade-in cave for Aaron. He'll trade in his silver harp to get the staff of Ray. We've been talking about all of these search tile items and whatnot. That just brought to my attention. Sorry, but no 25,000 gold pyramid tonight. It's canceled.
Oh yeah, that's not happening.
And our Polly gets level 15. He gets his Hurt More spell. And yeah, these numbers, you take a look at these numbers here. We got 132 attack power. So you're doing 8 to 16 damage on DL2. So you're averaging 12. You're also sitting on 110 MP. That is good for 13 heal more. So when you're averaging 12 at 113 HP, you definitely could. It's definitely doable. It's doable. But we have to find the armor, and we have to, of course, find Erdrick's token before we can make that play. But I think once they find these items, they'll be ready to go. Our Polly, by the way, is back in Garenham. We're going to check and see what's inside these chests. Nothing, so it's either a key or an herb. There's wings, and there's an NPC guarding the other chest. Everybody's favorite boss. Final chest.
In the last one, we got more money. So right now, that grave is going to be a...
Grave's going to have something. We now know guaranteed that Grave is going to have something of one of either the armor or the token. We know it's going to have something.
Wait a minute now. Aaron's making a count.
It doesn't surprise me. He can count. So Arm Polly is checking. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. What did I tell you? Oh, there's a little bit. But yeah, what did I tell you? One of the tiniest exile islands you will see. Another one in this tournament. And I think this is the smallest one I've seen yet. Holy smokes.
Yeah, that is not where you want to be.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of expected that, though, considering we hadn't found Swamp Cave until an hour 48 in.
Yeah, right now, Aaron is trying to run against his Axe Knight.
He's trying to reverse count, by the way, which is very difficult to do. It's definitely a top-tier pro strat. But if he could pull this off, getting back attacked by an Axe Knight's no bueno.
Yeah, right now, though,
and our Polly's not going to bother to check even the spike tile here in Swamp. I thought I'd maybe take a peek just to see if maybe it's something appealing, but at this point, no. Our Polly's just going to move on.
Oh, he's checking in that area. So now he's going east. He's already counted south.
Right.
Now he's gonna continue going. He knows he's in the general vicinity.
And the reason why Arn Polly's not checking for Princess Gwen, he hasn't found Caitlyn yet. If only he had found Caitlyn. So this is where Order of Operations is going to go against Arn Polly here. However, he's going... No, he thought he had found some. That was Breckenary, though.
Oh, no. That's the token. Armor's in the grave.
Armor is in the grave. So Aaron, with some amazing reverse overworld counting, doesn't even need the princess. And now he can get the rainbow drop right here. So... at this point, he's just armor away. He knows he has to go back to the grave. Well, actually, he doesn't necessarily know that. It could very well be in his mind, Garenham. He's not checked those chests. But if he goes to grave, he won't need to check those chests. He'll be in go mode.
Yeah, all he needs to do is go back to the grave, but he doesn't know.
No, if he makes that guess, though, he's golden.
Yeah, if he makes the guess to go back to the grave instead of going back here to Mountain Cave, the longer it takes him to go back to the grave, he is not going back to the grave yet.
Not yet. I mean, you understand. There's a lot of checks in Aaron's mind. He's not checked Mountain Cave. He's not checked the treasure in Garenham. He's not checked Deep Grave. You get it. I mean, in his mind, 5 chests is more than 3. It's more than 2. You understand the play. I mean, in the commentator's booth, in the studio audience, it's easy to play armchair Dragon Warrior randomizer. But when you're a runner, the odds tell you you're gonna check and you're gonna go through Mountain Cave. It's gonna buy an Arm Polly a little time, but his time's running out.
That's indeed the case, and Arm Polly's in the grave now. He will get his armor first.
And he'll also get the stones as well.
Yeah, he'll get his stones. So
the problem is he won't have his token.
And he's gonna have to go to Caitlyn to find that token of his.
The problem is Arm Polly, even with the 84 agility, it's still very difficult to run away from Armor Knights. I mean, they're not particularly threatening. Yeah, now he's just gonna... that's in my opinion, this is the proper move. Just go ahead and chop him.
Better burn him. And right now, This is right now. This is go. This is the. I don't know if this is at 70 DP defensive power. That's a little sketchy because you're still not breaking. Right now, you're not breaking werewolves yet.
No, not yet. You're not going to be breaking werewolves until your defense is 86.
Yeah, so we're looking for 80s in particular.
We'll find out exactly what the defense is going to be as soon as we find the armor here. I'm looking for it to be in chest 5. What do you think, audience? Chest 4 or chest 5 here in the grave? Take your pick.
We got already people already saying 5, and Death Necklace is not in the cards right now. Not enough HP.
No, not, and I don't think we're going to see the Death Necklace put on either. I mean, right now with the resources these runners are currently sporting, they should be able to win the fight against the Dragon Lord. I mean, they could even go for Fairy Waters if they wanted to as well. Yeah, Death Necklace, for those who don't know, in the randomizer, when you put it on, gives you an additional 10 attack power points, but at the cost of 25% of your maximum HP. And at 113, that's not going to work out. You want to be in the 130s to really be thinking about putting on that Death Necklace. And it has to be a low attack power seed as well.
Not to mention that when you put on the Death Necklace or the Cursed Belt, you are locked out of healing from the king.
Correct. So chest 4 has gold. Guess what? If you said chest 5, if you said deep grave, you're a winner.
Indeed. And now Aaron's going to be making his way there. But here's the thing. Aaron already got his drop.
Correct. He's already got his rainbow drop. So at this point, he just has to go to the end of the grave. He will have everything he needs to go. He'll probably make the dive to Sharlock. Now, the next level, if you're wondering, is at 9,750 points. And I don't see Aaron grinding to that. I see him making the play immediately.
Yeah, I see Aaron actually holding out. As soon as he gets that armor, he's going to absolutely have everything he needs.
Definitely. And Arm Polly is just about at the final chest here in the grave. He gets there. He gets his armor. So now he just needs to find the token and the trade him. The only problem is he's not found Cantlin. So he doesn't know about the very difficult coordinates. If he knows how to reverse count, good on him. But most people, including myself, would probably be rescuing Gwaelin. So again, Aaron's in a good spot at this point.
82 defensive power with armor in hand. That's gonna stop wizards, but slightly off of the werewolf.
That's the only Sharlock enemy you can defense break is wizards. Also at 82, DL2 can melee you for up to 49. You gotta get to 86 to have it be the same as a maximum DL2 breath.
Yeah, so right now, Stop spell. Ooh, that's not the worst thing.
It's not the worst thing, but it also takes away one of the spells from the playbook, so Chop More is more likely now from the Armor Knight.
Spell is blocked.
Yeah, he can't even, but he does manage to chop it down there. Yeah, one stop spell, if it connects, you can't use heal more there. So Arm Polly is now in, nope. That was grave. Try again.
And now, here's the other problem. His time is running out because
Okay, Aaron
is in the grave.
He's in the grave now. He is on his way to getting his armor, and he will be in go mode. And again, given the numbers that he's currently sporting, he's probably going to be on his way to Sharlock. It's definitely Aaron's game to lose, absolutely.
Yeah, it's his game to lose, and because Arm Polly did not find Cantlin next to Cole, that's gonna come back to bite him hard.
Right now, that's the difference of this race right now. I mean, if he finds Cole or Cantlin after he finds Cole, if he just makes that one right turn, we have a ball game. We have a literal ball game between these two. But unfortunately, that's just not gonna work out.
And here's the other problem. Right now, Aaron's taking fights on the way down. He may get his level 16 prior to him getting to Sharlock.
Yeah, and in level 16, might just give him that insurance he needs to definitely assure him he's going to make that play. And unfortunately, Aaron Polly not finding Cantlin there.
Yeah, Yeah, right now, ooh, never mind. Aaron's not taking fights.
Aaron's not taking fights here. You know, I certainly don't blame him at this point. I mean, he's going to take the fights that are going to be quick. You know, Knight's going to be a quick fight, especially when you get a crit when you really didn't need it, but he'll take it anyway. 78 more points. Yeah, he may get to level 16, you know, on the way down to Sharlock. I personally don't see it. Now, Arn probably doesn't have to worry about the 15 HP of damage of the barrier tiles because he does have Verdur's armor. So he finally finds Caitlyn, but it very well might be too late. We'll see what happens, though. Anything can happen. You know, we call Sharlock Sharluck for a reason here in the Dragon Warrior Randomizer community.
Yeah, and a little thing about that armor. Armor will give you immune to trap and swamp tiles. It heals you 1 HP every step you take. And DL2 breath is cut by a third, and
Hurtmore is cut by a third, and also completely resistant to stop spell.
That's gonna be important because AK-47s are very happy about that AK-47.
Yes.
About the stop spell. And here we go. Aaron is in the is now heading into Sharlock. And right now, Arm Poly's tournament line is on the line. That carriage is about to become a pumpkin. Ooh, AK-40. Oh, red. Okay, so at this point, I fight these.
Yeah, I agree because even on 84 agility, I know Beta Strep has the odds. It's like what, 35 to 40%. I'm sure he's got the numbers right in his hand at 84 agility. And we have AK-47s to boot. And agility, as we all know, is just a number. Yeah, 46%. So about a coin flip. Let's face it, agility is just a number. It's more like about 1 in 6.
Yeah, right now, AK-47's on the top floor, and there's that stop spell. This might be, if this was me, I'd be fighting this, because they gotta use stop, they're gonna keep using stop spell until they hit.
Yeah, and he's, right now, that's a triple run fail. He'd have been better off going chopping. That's a quadruple run fail. I mean, that's time he's just losing, buying for Arm Poly. That's a quintuple run fail now, as there's finally the chop. That's a sextuple run fail on 84 agility. That's a septuple run fail on 84 agility. Finally, on his 8th attempt, he escapes. He would have been better off chopping it down.
That's a fight right there, and to be honest with you, these run failures are going to be absolute decimating. You need to be taking fights when possible. Run failures like Blue Dragons, I be chopping them straight in half. This is one of those times where I'm like, you know what? You're behind his mind. I'm fighting you now.
And Arpali, who was trying to do counting, gave up on it. It's just too difficult unless you are, like, again, a top pro tier counter, you know, reverse counting or whatnot. So he looks like he's going to go back to Garenham, rescue Gwalen, and, you know, get these coordinates and to help him out. The problem is, there's a Green Dragon. Our first appearance of the Green Dragon. He can't run from a Green Dragon on 84 agility. Yeah, he's like, you know what? Bump this. I'm tired of this. Agility is just the number thing. I'm just going to take you down and claim my experience points.
135, that'll do. So right now, I would definitely say start taking some of these fights.
Definitely. I mean, that level, you know, he could get, what, 10 attack power on level 16? I'll be curious what level 16 brings if we don't see it on either player's side. Stone Man, we haven't really seen these, but is able to escape.
We have an Axe Knight, so...
Yeah, and you can hurt more of these to get your points. Unfortunately, he didn't do enough on his hurt more. Yeah, Axe Knights were guarding Gwalen here, which, again, under normal circumstances would be a great grinding enemy, except they have DL2 breath, which is pretty annoying. I mean, yeah, you could easily hurt more of them in one shot, but there's always that chance you either miss or you don't hurt more of them in one shot because they do have anywhere between 51 and 67 HP. So you can roll the maximum 65 and it's still not enough to finish the job. And you could get roasted for up to 48 HP of damage.
That is is true. And right now, if this was me, if there's no other major enemies here, and I see Stonemen and Green Dragons, I fight the Green Dragons and run from the stones.
Definitely, definitely. And right now, Aaron's in the basement looking in prime position to win this game and the match to advance into the round of 16.
And right now, though, that werewolf is not making it easy.
Nah, you always have that. I don't care what your agility is. There's always an enemy that you think you're supposed to run away from, and on that high agility, you still run fail anyways. Well, there's a wizard, and he gets back attacked by a wizard. Go figure, but luckily, we're defense breaking them, so the damage is minimal, and it's a green dragon.
This is an interesting grind spot.
Yeah, I mean, if he wanted to go to the next level, he could. He's not going to, but if he really wanted to, he could. So that is nothing threatening at all for these runners. Aaron has made it to the fight. He'll go ahead and use his heal, so he still has enough resources for 13 heal mores. Not the greatest of chance to get doubles on 113 HP and 82 defense. So here we go. He's on the first phase. He starts with a 44 and a stop spell.
The best dressed man in all the land decided to be very... Ooh, never mind, there's that hurt more.
Yeah, so he'll keep going until he's out of herbs or until he sees another stop spell, and that's another hurt more, so he'll have to use another one of those herbs. He's got now 3 left. There's a stop spell. That's going to finish it. If Aaron gets the first strike, he's going to be a massive favorite to win this match. Let's see what happens here. Instead, he gets back attack. He'll still get an attack off, but it's probably going to cost him his double. Starts with a 13. It does cost him his double. 44's 10th of it. You're not going to do it. No way. Yeah, he'd have been roasted. Perfect bid. Yeah, you're playing it safe every time. He's up to 26.
All right.
8 to 16.
All right, it's a chance to hit back.
35. That's on the low end of the spectrum. Not the best.
Take another swing.
49, or again, 150 to 165 HP worth of damage is what we are looking for. We're currently at 49.
Another swing.
60.
Take another heal.
He's a massive favorite to win this fight. 74.
More than enough to hold out.
85. So he's rolling about average here. Nothing spectacular, but hasn't had a min roll either. So he's rolling about average at this point. That's not a good roll. He's at 94. There's the token for Arn Polly. So if he's got to hope for low rolls here on the Strangler. If they come, that's a big roll. 15 puts him at 109.
109. So with 4 more heal mores left, he has the tools.
121. Yeah, he's a big favorite at this point. Not a guarantee, but very, very close. With 4 swings left, you would think. That's another good roll. 135. At this point, he's guaranteed. Yeah, this is a guarantee. As long as he doesn't miss menu, he's going to be there. 144. He's got 3 swings left. He could min roll and he'll still be good. 157 is enough. So a heal more and a couple of attacks left over. Get your GGs out. For Aaron to you too. It was a marathon, but he wins the race and the match, and we'll move on to the round of 16.
That was a really, really hard-fought battle. Arn Polly had the keys to the puzzle, but could not. But that trip not finding Cantlin.
Cantlin was the key in that one. I mean, it was a slog for both runners. It was neck and neck all the way through. And, you know, Arn Polly found the first key components of this match, but he could not find the big one, which ended up costing him in this race, and that was not finding Cantlin on the first attempt when he had found it, everything else. If he finds Cantlin first, it would have been a lot closer. He possibly win. It's hard to say, but it would have been a lot closer. But, you know, both of these runners played very well under the elements. This was a very, very difficult seed. Take a look at the official time here. It's 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 44 seconds. Not the most glamorous time in the world, but it gets the job done for Aaron to you too.
Indeed. So looking at what we got going on here, here's what I would be saying right now. Arn Polly is actually taking the fight. We're gonna see if 16 was
would have made it freer. We're gonna find out, because even if he takes no more fights, the Green Dragon will put him over the top.
Yeah, Green will put him over the top.
Well, here's now a problem with the Red Dragon, and that's a double run fail now. But he does escape on the third attempt. It's like, oh, hello, AK-47. Yeah, now he's going to go for the chop strats. I like it. And, of course, it's like anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. And he's going to have to burn a heal more. So that stinks. All right, so this will take down the AK-47. He's going to get level 16. Let's see if level 16 would have made this an even freer fight for Aaron. 0, 0, 2, 10. I think not. It would have given him one. Actually, would have given him 2 extra heal more. So yeah, that definitely would have been the insurance in terms of the number of heal mores he could have used. But anything else, no. So Death Necklace was never happening tonight.
Yeah, Death Necklace wasn't happening, and honestly, 16 wouldn't have been able to do it. You have the right.
No, 15 was the play. 15 was definitely the play. 16 would have been the insurance for the number of swings you would have had, but yeah, 15 was definitely the play tonight. Yeah, if you were just joining us, the sword, Erdrick's sword, was in Hawksness. Red Dragon was guarding the spike tile there. We had an Axe Knight guarding the spike tile at Swamp, which was in Garenham, and we had a Green Dragon guarding the spike tile here in Charlock.
Not to mention that the armor was in the last chest in the grave, and you needed keys at Rimmelsdon that was to the deep south. And early on, they weren't moving. They didn't even start moving really good until almost an hour and 10 minutes in.
It was ridiculous. I think we were about 80 some oddball minutes before we finally found something of relevance. I mean, once we found that everything started to open up, but we really needed the resources just to have even a prayer of a chance. So there you go. We do have our winner, Aaron to you too, here in the commentator's booth with us. GG, Aaron, congratulations. You are moving on to the round of 16, but you definitely had to persevere tonight.
Yeah, this was not an easy seed, and I said afterward, maybe the best strat here would have literally just been fighting wolves until 300 or 3,000 experience.
Right.
Even then, it wasn't. I think that was when I could fight the red dragons though, with no weapon.
Right, because Red Dragons had the hurt spell. They also had heal more, so you definitely needed the stop spell to connect to win those fights with ease. And once you had that, and once you had enough resources, you were able to take down Red Dragons with ease. Both you and Arn Polly had a nice grind on them, after you had defeated that first Red Dragon to get the sword. The difference in this one, you two were practically neck and neck in experience all night. And even when you had about 1,000 some point lead, Arn Polly just gained it right back, once you had to do your exploration. But the key was Cantlin. Exploration was the determining factor in tonight's race. You found it on your first attempt after exploring east. Arn Polly did not, and with the coordinates being as nasty as they were once Arn Polly found Cantlin, he had to rescue Gwaelin, and by the time he had found everything else, it was just too late for him. He's about to take on the Dragon Lord right now, but this was a very close race apart from Cantlin. But that was the decisive factor, was finding Cantlin first. You found it first. Arn Polly found everything else first, though, in terms of towns. He found Cole, he found Garenham, found Rimmelsdon first, so he had the keys first, but Cantlin ended up being the difference because you had to find coordinates to get the token.
Yeah, I do not feel lucky at all to have found Cantlin when I did. I died probably a square away from seeing Rimmelsdon early in the game.
And And that
the fact
honestly,
that Cantlin was just nearby, like that was awful. So when I did finally get to Rim, it was awful. Like I was like, if he managed to get down here, now I did take a really weird route there. I don't think too many people just go straight down and ignore borders, but I like to do that sometimes because I think the more land you see, the more likely you are to see something interesting.
And Art Poly, we'll talk about that in just a moment. We're going to focus on his fight now. He got an opening double, got some nice rolls, 30, another nice roll to put him at 45. Lost some resources along the way, but still is a favorite to win this fight. By the way, 56, how about that septuple run fail on that Armor Knight at start of the Cantlin?
That's just how the game goes. I was pretty tired of its bullcrap by the end of the game.
There's 69, nice. So you got to 157. That will end up being enough for you. So it was somewhere between 150 and 157. That roll is no bueno. That's his worst roll so far. He's up to 78. He has 6 heal mores left in the tank. There's a min roll, which you never saw, 76. So now the rolls are starting to betray him here. 6 attacks left. Another min roll. He's at 84. Back to back to back min rolls. He's a 92. Now he's definitely a dog. There's 13, taking him at 105. He's got 4 attacks left. He's going to need some big rolls here to win this fight. Above average. 116, that is not above average. He's got 3 attacks left. Needs to get to 157 for sure. 126, that's still not above average. So he's going to use his final heal more. He's going to need at least 31. 136. He's got to get at least 14. Oh, he's going for fairy water. 151's enough. I don't believe it. He goes for the fairy water in desperation, and it connects for 15. Whoa. A miraculous finish there for Arn Poly. Give it up for Arn Poly. Get your GGs out for him. 156. Did I miscount? Oh, I must have miscounted. Dadgummit. Oh, dang it. I miscounted somewhere. Oh, well. Get your GGs out. So 157 is what you had. It was a 156. I'd miscounted somewhere, but any event, nice finish there for Arm Poly. Great attempt, great effort, but unfortunately, it is the end of the tournament for Arm Poly. But get your GGs out. It was a great race from both runners tonight. Official time of 2 hours, 14 minutes, and a second.
Nice. Yeah, I really want to rewatch this back, but I'm not sure I can do it tonight since it was so long. Oh my gosh. I have to say, sometimes you get these weird maps where, like, you have to go all the way around. I'm really, really happy that Garen Ham wasn't necessary. But it looks like it was for Arm Pulley, which is probably a gigantic time.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was another thing. That was the one big thing that really helped you. Your ability to do reverse counting saved you several minutes, because if you don't have that kind of ability there, Aaron, again, this would have been a lot closer race. We do have Arm Poly here in the commentators booth with us. GG, a valiant effort tonight. You two were neck and neck practically the entire way, but the big thing that helped Aaron win this race, well, 2 big things that helped him win this race, his ability to find Cantlin first and being able to reverse count coordinates without having to rescue Gwalen. Those were the 2 things that helped him win this race. Otherwise, this was close practically the entire time. I mean, experience, you guys, you'll listen in. We're constantly saying it's a 1 experience point game. It's a 2 experience point game. I mean, it was close practically the entire way. I mean, your exploration for the longest of time was nil. There was nowhere you could go. It was swampland. You didn't have enough resources. And when you tried to make an exploration attempt, you got stopped by something. But you kept it close the entire way. I mean, you found Rimmildar first, you found Cole first, but you just couldn't find Cantlin first. And that ended up being the big deciding factor, in my opinion.
I wasn't so worried about Caitlyn. I mean, I knew I needed it when I needed it. I think my map routing in general was a little off. I think this was my mindset anyway. When I first got down to where like Hawksness was, and I kind of followed the coast toward the west, and I kind of found that little tunnel kind of up there, like what led to Garenham, and then to Breckenary, and then to Cole was over there too. And I don't know if you could have gotten to it from the other way. I don't quite remember, but like finding Garenham when I did, like felt that to me felt pretty big. It ended up not being as big because there really wasn't anything over there, like I had hoped. But yeah, I feel like if the randomness were a little bit different, that might have worked more to my benefit. But yeah, the finding Caitlyn kind of in that southeast corner was kind of the last place I went. And then I swept around kind of the southwest and came back up. And I had found kind of where the grave was and where the jerk cave was. And then I didn't realize until after I found those, oh, this connects to where I already was. And I felt like, okay, well, I'm behind then because I missed all this stuff. So I feel like, yeah, I don't know that it was so much missing Caitlyn as it was just kind of the routing in general and not seeing things.
Exactly. Your routing wasn't good enough, unfortunately, to take this one home because, both of you struggled to find stuff because you both kept getting stopped. I mean, you look at the death counters here on the screen between you two. 55 deaths. This seed was no joke, and it was not going to give you folks any breaks tonight. You had to earn this one tonight. I mean, between, getting stopped by red dragons, demon knights, axe knights, the whole enchilada, it was just a slog of a seed for the both of you. And, Aaron, when he was getting his exploration or his experience advantage, you were getting the exploration advantage, Aaron Polly. And yeah, if your routing would have just been maybe a little bit better, I think this would have been a lot closer. And who knows, maybe you'd take this home. It's hard to say, but it's easy to play when you're in the commentator's booth or if you're in the studio audience. But when you're a racer, it's a lot different when you're in that seat.
Yeah, my hope was that he missed. I'm forgetting, but blanking the names of towns. My hope was that he had missed Garenham and that there was something good there behind the door. Or in the cave behind it. It didn't really work out.
He didn't miss Garenham, but when he got there, he didn't have keys at that point. Obviously, you ran into Garenham before you ran into Rimmaldar, and you never had to go back to Garenham because he had checked Mountain Cave. That was the only chance that maybe you might have had a shot to buy some time because he did go through Mountain once he found keys, rather than go back to Grave. An understandable decision considering Aaron's spot. He still had 10 chests outstanding, and half of them would have been in Mountain. So understandable making that play at Tantagel to go to Mountain Cave. But in the end, just wasn't enough time to buy Aaron Polly to come back, unfortunately.
I don't think walking the coordinates really would have made that much of a difference. I lost by too much. It would have made it closer, but that doesn't close the gap. So there was other things.
Not enough.
Yeah, so there were other things. I think just routing in general, but to hear you say that it was as close as it was,
it really was
astonishing to me.
It really was close.
There was times it felt like, oh man, like I don't know, maybe the grinding felt kind of good because I was getting a bunch of crits kind of in the like.
Oh yeah, the crits were crazy, but both of you were getting a crazy amount of crits. Aaron, I don't know if you stayed long enough to determine how many crits did you have there, Aaron?
I don't remember.
You don't know either. Don't worry about it.
It was a decent amount, but
we're gonna find out what Aaron Polly had because you both had an amazing amount of crits. 15 crits. That's a crazy amount. I don't care if it's a 2 RC. That's a crazy amount of crits.
That's below average, actually, based off his attack rate.
Oh, well.
It was 562 attacks. Yeah, that is just a little bit below average. But it kind of in the middle, it was really coming in.
Well, the fact of the matter is you got a lot of those crits early on. We were just amazed. It was like crit after crit after crit after crit. It was absolutely bonkers how many you were getting. But yeah, that's probably why it felt like it was so many. You were getting a lot of them early. And when, Aaron, you say that it's a low percentage, yeah, when you look at the grand scheme of things and considering this was a 2-hour seed, it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm sitting here by myself saying just crit, just over and over and over again, just like a chant. Like I need these crits. I needed them early to kind of get out of level 1 jail. Was when we really needed them.
Oh yeah, you both were struggling in level 1 jail. I mean, it was not fun for either one of you. You were both struggling. So if you thought that one had the edge over the other in terms of that, no, neither one of you had an edge on anybody. The game had the edge on both of you. The house always wins, as they say.
I haven't had a nasty seed like this in a really long time. I felt like I don't know, it's maybe been 30 or 40 seeds since I've had one that's went over 2 hours. So yeah, this one was ugly.
It definitely was, and it's definitely one of the uglier ones I've called in my short Dragon Warrior Randomizer commentaries career. But GG's to the both of you. A valiant effort from both of you, and congratulations, Aaron. You are moving on to the round of 16. You'll be either taking on Chromaticalism or the defending 2023 Summer Dragon Warrior Randomizer champion in Big Slamoo. So give us your thoughts on your prospective opponents.
First, I didn't really say it, but GG Pulley, this was brutal speed.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I learned DWR alongside Chroma. We both first tournament was the 2020 Summer Tournament. We practiced, like we started playing pickup races. We apparently annoyed the Discord because all of our private races we were scheduling was pinging everyone and they couldn't join. I still remember that. And he kind of drifted away from the rando, but I would love to face him. But also, I don't know. I'm 5-0 in tournament play against Big Slamoo, so it's hard for me to want to, root on one person or another.
Well, I mean, that is going to be definitely a challenge. I mean, if he wants to defend his championship, his title, he's going to have to somehow find a way to end that perfect streak of yours.
Yeah, and he'll be, I don't know, if he watched this race, he's probably going to feel pretty confident if he gets up against me. Again, he still has one more race to go. But,
got to get there, obviously, but he is up 1-0 in his matchup against Chromaticalism.
Yeah, we'll see whenever that one gets going, but I'm looking forward to it. I would probably say this to every single person I race, assuming that there's more than one more person, but I'd be like, I kind of wish this was a finals matchup because you look at almost every grouping. So you have you have shoot, maybe I should.
I look at that southern bracket, that southern half of the bracket that has you've got DK, you've got Angel, Nest Cardinality, and Tilo. You've got 3 past champions and a 3-time runner-up in that southern. Oh my God, that might be the most deadliest half of a bracket I've seen.
Yeah, and you can't ignore a Scarlet Shadow either.
No, you can't. You definitely can't.
There's nobody in this tournament, I think, in the group stage except maybe Angel, who played as just overwhelmingly solid every single race, just dominant. He did get one loss, but that loss was a little bit of an asterisk. His opponent actually went hunting after metal slimes and found them, but he was grinding on red slimes to 82 experience, and that experience gap is pretty hard to overcome. So
you talk about Scarlet Shadow, and Scarlet Shadow is playing Nest Cardinality in the round of 16. So I mean, no gimmies. Like you said, you look at all these players who are in the brackets here. There are no easy matches.
Yeah, I mean, you have Angel against Beta Strap. That's a
classic nightly matchup that you see between the A and the B of the ABC, because I would always say ABCD, I beg your pardon, because you've got Angel, Beta, Nestcard, and DK. They're the ABCD.
I guess we should just say hard. But yeah, I mean, Beta and Angel are 2-time Winter League Finals races, and again, if me and Slamoo get in there, this is a rematch of this year's Winter League Finals. So it's all over the place. Just so many crazy matches. There's no way to sort out this bracket so these things don't happen because there's too many good people.
Exactly.
Everywhere you go.
Each year you see more and more talent rise from the rookies or the second year players and so on and so forth. So you look at these matchups and you think you can pick these matchups. You really can't pick these matchups. It's very difficult because there's more and more candidates out there that can vie for this championship. I mean, yes, there's going to be favorites, but far from guarantees of trying to pick a matchup here. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, we're not even talking about Metal Dream or Atom Raptors, and
Exactly. They're way up there as well in the rankings. You know, Metal Dream coming in with the #1 seed in brackets.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, he went undefeated. The seeds were just random, but him and Angel did get the random buys.
Yeah, they got the buys. That's right. Yep.
But yeah, he's super good. Atom Raptors just demolished his group too. And if I get past that big Slamu, I would have Atom Raptors or somebody who beat him in the next round. So it's bloody and it's a mess. But
it is, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Well, that's all the questions I have for the both of you. Again, GG to the both of you on persevering through a very, very difficult race. Sinister, do you have any final thoughts or questions for these two?
He actually left a little while ago.
He might have had to leave for something, bedtime, work, who knows. But anyways, thank you both for being here. Thank you for your time. Again, congratulations, Aaron, advancing to the round of 16, and Arm Polly put up a valiant effort tonight. We hope to see you in next year's tournament. GG to you as well.
Thanks very much. Like I said, I'm just happy to be here. Just to make it this far is a pretty good accomplishment. So I feel good about how I did, even though the results didn't pan out. I'm happy for Aaron, and I want you to run the table, my friend. Go and get it.
Hey, thank you, fellow Aaron.
All right, please make sure you give both of our runners tonight, Aaron to you too, and Arm Polly, a follow. A really, really good race between these two tonight. I also want to thank everybody here on DW Randomizer, our tracker, Beta Kappa Omega Strep, our restreamer, Dr. Moo Cows, and of course, my commentator partner, Sinister Stama. For everybody here on DW Randomizer, I'm LZ Cards Fan 23. Thank you so very much for watching tonight. We've got 5 more bracket races coming for you tomorrow night. So please make sure you check those local listings and where those races are going to be, because they are going to be some hotly contested races. I'm LZ Cards Fan 23. Have a great rest of your evening. We will see you again tomorrow night. Goodbye, everybody.